quality tires at prices.
Windshields to windows, we've got
Wolverine basketball on County10.com is made possible by Wyoming.com, Health Source Chiropractic, Gales Carpet One, and Altitude Interiors, Wyoming Catholic College, Fremont County Prevention, Overhead Door Company, Northside Auto Body, Hampton Inn & Suites, Red & Kane & Associates, Porter's Supply Company, State Farm Insurance Agent Tyler Watson, Riverton Remax All-Star Realtors, Sutherland's, Baldwin Creek Rental Center, Bailey's Tire Pros, Haskell Furniture and Flooring, Elevate Rehab, Fremont Chevrolet, Maven, Goddard Construction, Central Bank and Trust, and by Myers Gambles. If you or your business would like to support radio and video coverage of Riverton basketball, email sports@county10.com.
It's time for Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jerrad Anderson.
And a very good Saturday evening to you. Welcome inside of Wolverine Gym, where we're set for more 4A West basketball. The Riverton Lady Wolverines up first, taking on the Green River Wolves here in a doubleheader. This is the rematch. These two teams met on January 15th in Green River. The Wolves won pretty handily the first time around. Riverton hoping to change that. This will be the last non-quad game of the regular season, but it is still a 4A West game. We'll get into more of those specifics here as we set the scene in the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by Porter's Supply Company at the corner of North Federal and Sunset in Riverton. Glad you're with us. Certainly invite you up to Wolverine Gym. We've got a couple of basketball games ahead of us, so Wolverines would love to see you. The RHS Marching Band has filed in here. You can hear them in the background and see them on the County 10 YouTube channel over there. And should be another spirited atmosphere here from Riverton High School. This first game, the Green River Lady Wolves are the second-rated team in 4A girls basketball, and frankly, they deserve to be. They're 16-2 overall. Their only losses are to the Pinedale 3A squad and Cheyenne East. I'm told I have dead air on the radio station, so I'm going to try to fix that here for our audience members on the YouTube stream. Apologize for any technical difficulties. Hopefully that solved it for our Jack FM audience as we welcome you back here to Wolverine Gym. Riverton taking on the Green River Ladies here in about 12 minutes as we anticipate tip-off coming up. Riverton girls are 5-15 overall. They are 0-3 in quad play. They're in the southwest quadrant. Confusingly, Green River's in the northwest quadrant, despite geographically Riverton is north of Green River, but they didn't take that into account when they came up with the northwest and the southwest. But we're just telling our YouTube audience that Green River is the number 2 rated girls team in 4A girls basketball. These two teams met back on January 15th with Green River victorious 71-41. We're going to chat with Mike Bosner, the head coach of the Riverton Lady Wolverines, in just a few moments, so stand by for that conversation. First, though, let's go straight to Jason Peterson, the guy behind the camera, and get his view of the game. Jason, first of all, how are you today?
I'm doing good for a Saturday, ready for some more basketball and
hopefully we can find a couple W's in the win column tonight. And yeah, see what we can do.
Going to be tough in this girls' game.
It is.
This Green River team's really good. They beat Riverton by 30 down there. But I think if you're a Lady Wolverine fan, you're feeling a lot better about the way the last 3 games have gone. Even throw in the Kelly Walsh loss, you only lose by 4 at Kelly, and they beat Natrona. They beat Rock Springs in the last 3. So I think things are trending in the right direction, maybe a little quietly, but they're trending in the right direction for this girls basketball program.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing better and better basketball every game. I mean, they're coming out and playing harder and harder. And I mean, yeah, there's some tough teams out there, but I mean, they ain't giving up. They're coming out, giving it their all. They're playing tough. They're, the Kelly Walsh game kind of, lost by a few points, but they won against Natrona, won against Rock Springs. That was a good game on Thursday. So, I mean, yeah, so they're playing better and better every day, and I think they're going to come out and give it their all tonight, too.
I hope you're right. You can watch Jason's great camera work on the County 10 YouTube channel. If you're in Fremont County, though, I encourage you to get up here to Wolverine Gym. Hopefully we get the opportunity to see you up here and get a loud ruckus crowd. Riverton certainly needs it here in both of these games. Again, second-rated girls basketball team in 4A here right out of the gate. There's a couple of new wrinkles in the game plan, according to Coach Bosner, that we may see defensively for this high-powered Green River team. We'll talk more about that, and we'll hear from the head coach himself in just a couple of moments. Counting you down to tip-off, this is the Porter's Tailgate Show, your home for Wolverine basketball on the radios, 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
The Porter's Tailgate Show continues now on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Thanks again to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, proud Wolverine supporters, making coverage of Riverton basketball possible all season long on the County 10 YouTube channel and Jack FM. It's Riverton, it's Green River, it's a 4A West doubleheader, like I mentioned in the onset here. This is the last non-quad regular season game, so yes, it's a 4A West game, but they split the West teams into quads, 4 teams in each quad. Riverton is in a group with Jackson, with Star Valley, and with Evanston, and that will be the teams that they're grouped with when you go to regional seedings. So those are the teams that you play twice every single year, home and away, and depending on how you do against those 3 teams, that will be your regional seed. So next week on Thursday, Riverton is hosting Jackson. Next week on Saturday, Riverton makes that long trip to Afton, and then in a little less than 2 weeks, on the last Thursday of the month, it is senior night with Evanston coming to town. So a lot at stake in those 3 games. Yes, this could matter for a tiebreaker, but ultimately you just want to go into those last 3 quad games, I think, feeling better about yourself and maybe going through some reps. And that's kind of what we talked with Coach Bosner about just a few moments ago. Was able to catch up with him and talk more about this Green River matchup. And we also, of course, recap the big win on Thursday for the Lady Wolverines against Rock Springs. Here's how my conversation would go with the coach on the Porter's Tailgate Show. All right, Coach, first of all, let's go back to Thursday. Exciting game. knocking off Rock Springs. Got to feel good to get a little redemption after they got you by 1 down there. How are the girls feeling after that win, and how did practice go yesterday?
You know, I told them there's nothing better than getting a win at home with those girls, right? Because they go into the locker room, they beat me in there, and I'm trying to get all our stats, and then I walk through that door and they turn music on and they're all clapping and going crazy, right? So it's a wonderful feeling. The girls understand just how hard it is to win, right? And when you win basketball games, they're amazing young women. I love them to death. And you know, like you and I were just talking before we come on the radio here, we had a whole lot of room for improvement because I really didn't think we played that well against Rock Springs. So to still beat them by 18, you know, that defensive pressure is a killer.
The full court pressure looks very intimidating, even when you're playing a team like Green River. I think they're going to be intimidated by it, but it goes to show you that defensive pressure pays off even when you don't shoot as well as you would like, I would think.
Right. Well, you know, and I tell them all the time, defense wins championships, right? Offense will win you some ball games now and then, but defense, you get the job done. And when you can stop teams, and yet you may not shoot well, but you just shoot well enough, you can come and you can win and be successful. So that proved it right then.
We talked about Tatum in the post game on Thursday, but I think worth mentioning again, just her story has been so resilient. She missed most of last year, tentative on that knee, but she continues to look more and more confident and aggressive in the paint.
Yeah, and you know, I've said this to you before. I've been waiting a long time for that to happen, right? Because today Tatum's, you know, one of a few 6'2" girls in this whole state, right? And when she comes on and when she can defend the middle like that, blocking shots, controlling the boards, I mean, it's a big deal. Offensively, you know, it's still a work in progress with her, but I don't care. You know, you rebound and you protect that paint. That's a big deal for us, and I know that she's really feeling it right now. She understands where she's at and what she needs to continue to do. I think she's going to come out and play because she played well against Green River down there, right? She had 8 or 9 blocks that game, and so she knows what she's got coming.
This Green River team is a juggernaut. They've been really tough for everybody. They're ranked number 2 for a reason. What do you expect from the Wolves, and how do you attack a team that's just so good from top to bottom?
Well, you know, I put in a matchup zone, a 2-3 matchup, and for us right now, what it does is it puts you have to play man-to-man on ball, and then you take passing lanes away, one pass away, right? And so we are going to work really hard with that because it stops ball penetration, it stops a three-point shot, because you're on ball all the time, right, no matter where it's at. It is a little vulnerable on the backside, but you're going to have to make a really long pass to try to get over there. But if we can limit their three-point shots and limit them attacking the basket, because you look at Green River's, how many times they get to the free throw line, it's like 30, 35 times a game, right? If we can stop that and stop their three-point shots and make them make 18-footers, I think it's a game that we can compete with. Yeah.
How's everybody feeling right now? Looked like you had basically your full staff on Thursday. Everybody doing well?
Yeah, I think all in all we're okay. We had a few girls sick there early, but everybody seems to be good. We've been very lucky, right? A lot of teams have really taken it hard on losing half their team with this flu, and we have not had to deal with that. So I'm hoping we stay clean with that. Yeah. So we're good.
All right, Coach, appreciate it as always. Best of luck.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mike Bosner in his 3rd year with this Riverton girls program. Appreciate his time per usual. We're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off. We're going to get this going right on time here at KTUG. Hudson Lander Riverton is it's nearly 6 o'clock. Means it's basketball time on a Saturday night. Riverton and Green River coming up in a doubleheader thanks to Porter Supply Company and Riverton making our countdown to tip-off possible. We'll get you the starting lineups. We'll get you the opening tip right after this on 105.1 Jack FM. You can watch with us on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
National anthem has been sung at Wolverine Gym as we welcome you back to Riverton High School, set for a doubleheader of basketball on a Saturday evening. Talking with a lot of different folks. These are the latest Saturday evening games I remember in a long time. We are used to Saturday afternoon games, but not necessarily a 6 and 7:30 starts. The starting lineup's just about to be introduced here to a decent crowd filing in here to Wolverine Gym, and they will meet the Green River Lady Wolves first. Green River ranks number 2 in the latest WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll. They are led by Clinton Landon in his second year. They're 16-2 overall this season. They look like this. Number 5 is Nicole Wilson. She's a junior, averaging 12.5 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. Number 20 is McKinley Kilpack. Kilpack averaging 4 per game. Number 14 is Sydney Eastman. Eastman, a senior, averaging 2.5 per game. Number 21 is Isabel Vasco. She's one of the best players in 4A girls basketball. Vasco averaging over 18 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game. And number 35 is Sophia Arnold. Arnold, a very solid senior, averaging 7 points, 6.5 rebounds per game. Riverton comes into this one 5-14 overall under Mike Bosner in his third season. They start like this. Number 2 is Carson Vosica. Vosica, a sophomore. She leads the team in scoring with 12.2 per game. Number 11, Taylin Leesburg. Leesburg, a senior, 7.6 points per game, 6 assists per game to lead all of 4A in assists. Number 21 is Tatum Tyra. Tyra, 4.5 points per game, 5 rebounds a game, and 2 blocks per game. 22 is Lexi Taylor. Taylor, a senior, 4.7 points per game. And number 23 is Timbri Mathil. Mathil, a senior, 6.2 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, and 3 steals per game for Timbri, the leading thief on the team, averaging the most steals. Riverton in their home white uniforms, trimmed in cardinal red and black. Green River in the away green uniforms, trimmed in black and white. The fog machine gets more dramatic every game when they have it for the lineup, as both the girls teams swatting the fog away out of the atmosphere here from Riverton High School. Green River will win the tip first, attacking the basket to the south of Wolverine Gym. There's a pass intercepted by Lexi Taylor. Taylor is fouled in backcourt too, so a Wolverine takeaway, and they draw foul number 1 on McKinley Kilpack. Green River's only stumbles this year against Cheyenne East and Pinedale High School. Entry pass comes to Tatum Tyra. Tyra works against a double team in backcourt as Green River ramps up the pressure. Pass over the head of Taylin Leesburg. She tried to save it right along the inline, but was in too deep, out of bounds. So both teams empty on their first possessions. 22 seconds into the ball game here from Wolverine Gym. It's Riverton, it's number 2 Green River. I'm Jerrad Anderson, joined by Jason Peterson working the camera, and Mark Lenhart is with us.
Got to catch my breath. Ran up from the middle school.
You need a couple extra minutes.
Exactly.
I can wait, but thanks for joining us.
You bet.
Shot is no good from Nicole Wilson on the right side. Long 2 didn't drop. Riverton emerges from the pack with it. Vosika up ahead to Mathil. Now Leesburg at the top for 3. Skims the net. Didn't go in. Short, and it's ball out of bounds back to Green River. So nobody scored. 7:12 remaining first quarter. Riverton lost to this team by 30 back on January 15th at Green River High School. Vasco, and we mentioned she's one of the best players in 4A girls basketball, averaging over 18 down the lane, put up a tough off-balance shot that didn't drop, and Riverton's got the rebound. Vosika up ahead to Mathil on the baseline. She's out of bounds. Riverton going to turn it over, so Green River can't find the basket, but unfortunately some turnovers on Riverton's side.
Yeah, when you're playing against an opponent as good as Green River is, Coach Landon's got these girls going. You got to make the most of every opportunity that they give you, so hopefully they can convert some of those points down on the other end.
Mike Bosner told us in the Porter's Tailgate show he's working on a 2-3 matchup zone. Riverton back in that zone defensively. Kilpack, get it to Vasco on the right wing. Isabel, skip pass for Sydney Eastman, down low to Arnold. She's rejected by Lexi Taylor, and a Green River foul as Taylor muscles it away.
Yeah, from what I've seen early on these first 2 minutes, it looks like these officials are going to let them play. I think that favors the Lady Wolverines, and the fact that if they can get away with some more physical play, it will definitely help.
No score, almost 2 minutes gone by. Riverton's going to throw it away in backcourt. McKinley Kilpack is there to take it away. Kilpack, right side, Vasco, long shot, no good. Lexi Taylor is in good position again, and she draws another foul, this time on Nicole Wilson. Wilson's first, and Coach Landon wants a quick timeout, not like in the effort he's seeing from his girls so far, or wants a quick 30-second timeout to maybe settle him down a little bit. Coach, how was action at the middle school?
It was intense. We had a couple very close games. The sophomore boys ended up winning, I believe, by about 7. The freshmen had a shot at the buzzer to win it and got beat 56-55, but it was very competitive. You know, interesting, the Vasco family is from here in Riverton, as you probably know. You look up and you see Anadina, her aunt, was the Gatorade Soccer Player of the Year, and Issa herself is going on to play at Wyoming next year. That's quite a gift for the Cowgirls, because she has the kind of ability to play, from what I've heard, pretty much anywhere she wanted to go in terms of soccer. Very talented kid.
Glad to keep her in the state of Wyoming. Go Cowgirls. And she's quite the basketball player, too. So I was floored a couple years ago when I heard, yeah, she's much better at soccer even than basketball, and she's talented at both. Tyra breaks the press nicely. Stop at the right side block, and she'll travel with it. Good defense there. McKinley Kilpack in transition was right in front of her, and the traveling violation sends it back to the Wolves.
Biggest thing for the Lady Wolverines is get shots. Any shot is a good shot. Get a shot before you turn it over.
Eastman goes high post to Kilpack. She travels with it. Coach Landon remains fairly frustrated with his girls, puts his palms up to the sky. A little uncharacteristic errors from the number 2 ranked 4A team. Tyra, bounce pass, Mathil, long 2 right side. That'll roll in over the hoop, and Riverton's on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard first. That's Lexi Taylor there on the right side. Lexi with the bucket. Eastman holds, left side outside. Riverton settles back in this 2-3 zone. Vasco tries a 3. Vasco hits a 3. Green River's first bucket from beyond the arc.
I do like Coach Bosner's plan of kind of packing in this zone. Green River obviously has very capable shooters, as you just saw right there with Vasco. But I think ultimately, when you feel like you're a little bit outgunned, that probably gives you the best chance of hoping that there's some misses and you can get a chance at rebounds.
Almost knocked away by Eastman as she falls out of bounds. Riverton will get this back, but Green River wreaking a little bit of havoc with this full court pressure. Aspen Gordon comes on. Tatum Tyra will get the first breather of the game for the Riverton starters. Riverton works in backcourt. Press breaker does a nice job. Vosika gets a pass through to Leesburg. Now free throw line to Mathil. Gordon chases it down in the corner. Aspen back to the basket to a cutting Carson Vosika. She stops for two, no good. Hustles down her own rebound, put it back. Second chance, no good, and Green River clears the glass. In transition, Vasco will pull it out, wait for her teammates to get back. Holds it up top, now gives to Eastman. High posts, right back to Vasco. Go left side to Eastman, now feed the paint down low to Arnold. Arnold can't get a shot off from the left side. It's a knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Green River basketball, partially blocked by the Wolverines.
Great defense playing straight up there and ended up getting a piece of that shot. That's exactly what they need to do in terms of trying to force it inside, stay straight up and down.
There's a block, but a foul on Lexi Taylor as Nicole Wilson tried to go up strong with it, and Wilson will head to the line for two. First Wolverine foul overall.
For our viewers, Coach Landon had a great zone set right there. They ran someone to the corner to move the bottom person out. Then you slam the middle and just dive, and it's a quick little pass for an easy shot. Very common zone set on a sideline or on an out-of-bounds play, but very well executed by GR.
First free throw is no good. Second one on the way, that is good. And Green River's up 4-2, 4:12 remaining first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Riverton trying to break through the pressure in backcourt. They'll handle it nicely. Mathil to Gordon in the paint. Two off the glass is good.
Great job breaking the press, not panicking. Just make sure there's no live ball turnovers to where they lead to points the other way.
Underneath, wide open, Brooklyn Phillips, who just checked in. Great job to find her wide open under the bucket.
Great no-look pass by Vasco there.
Aspen Gordon is slapped on the arm and fouled in backcourt. That'll be the third Wolves team foul and the first on Brooklyn Phillips. Pressure again by Green River. Riverton, to this point, has done a solid job with the press breaker. In some trouble here, but they'll lob it ahead to Leesburg. Leesburg will hook a pass to Gordon, who then travels with it. Gordon, little indecision maybe on that left side block area and move the feet.
The Lady Wolverines have handled the press much better here the second part of this first period. And a lot of it is just not panicking and understanding that a 10 count's okay. Just don't make live ball turnovers that go the other way.
Three right side, Wilson, no good. Strong rebound, Lexi Taylor, who ultimately is held up in backcourt. Good quick hands from Sydney Eastman to force the tie up. As Tatum Tyra's back on, Lexi Taylor's turn to take a quick rest. Lady Wolverines coming off of a nice and needed win against Rock Springs on Thursday. Tyra was our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game. She had it in backcourt. Vosika soars to control the pass, and now it's right side outside to Gordon. She'll use a screen and can't set her feet this time. Travels with it. Tried to get to that elbow area, but the feet kept rolling that time.
Yeah, and those are things that, fundamental things that you just got to continually work on. You hope you can keep getting better at it, but just come to 2 feet, right? Like jump stop, for those kids who out there are watching or are listening, jump stop is one of the best things that you can learn to do at a very young age. You'll cut down on your turnovers.
Vasco, long three, no good. Tyra's got the rebound. Tatum has it slapped out of her hands, taken right back. Phillips gets bumped and fouled on her way up, and Brooklyn Phillips will shoot for 2. Tatum had a nice rebound, but Green River makes a nice play to strip it away in their front court, and Brooklyn Phillips attacked the basket strongly.
Tatum has her strengths most definitely as a basketball player, but in the backcourt, probably better for her to chin it and get it to somebody who's a little more accustomed to bringing it up the floor. She's got to be strong with the basketball at all costs.
First free throw off the mark. Second one for Brooklyn. No good, too strong. Tyro muscles the rebound away, but gets collided with a little bit, falls down, gets called for the traveling violation. It goes right back to Green River.
Great job by Tatum going and getting it. That's just a tough break, not being able to keep your balance.
Eastman to send it in, takes a long look, finds Vasco. Issa backs off on the dribble. Now left side we go to Sydney Eastman. Good bounce pass to Nicole Wilson. Wilson's got her first bucket. Green River's got Riverton doubled up early on, 8-4.
It seems like we've seen a lot of zone lately in these games, and that weakness in the zone is kind of that high post area, and when the ball gets there, it's really tough to stop.
Tyra in the corner trying to avoid the trap. Pass somehow comes through to Vosika after it was ricocheted. Now Leesburg open for 3. That's no good. Front of the rim. Fight for it along the baseline, and it's Green River's off of the fingertips, Alexi Taylor.
You feel as though the Lady Wolverines in the last few possessions have kind of gotten sped up. Tatum crossed the timeline and picked up your dribble. You never want to do that against a pressing team or really anybody, because that's the place where you're dead in the corners there on those traps.
Vasco slow walk up the floor. Taryn Weber has checked in for the Wolverines. In the corner, right side, 3, no good that time from Wilson. Leesburg has the long rebound. Ahead to Lexi, spinning, avoiding a travel. Now left side in the corner is Mathil. Timbry has it knocked out of bounds. Good defensive pressure from Nicole Wilson. Riverton will regroup. Mathil searching, trying to get it to Leesburg, and she's held and fouled by Vasco. First foul on Vasco, 4th team foul, so Riverton will be in the bonus if Green River fouls here in the next 1:26. That's time remaining first quarter. It's 8-4 Wolves. Leesburg holds near the midcourt stripe. Now she'll start the offense. Vasco on her the entire way defensively. Runs to the corner, feed the paint to Vosika. 2, got it. Good job corralling it by Vosika, then releasing and scoring.
Good job by Leesburg not to panic. Vasco was playing great defense there, and she ended up being able to find the cutter late.
Vasco, runner in the paint, partially blocked. Rebound tip to her, and she goes up and gets called for a, she'll draw the foul on Vosika. Carson's first. Team foul number 3 on Riverton here as Vasco steps to the line. First one off the mark. Vasco, a 58% free throw shooter coming into this.
Vasco's a tough cover, right? Obviously, she shoots the 3 well, but she's explosive as anybody, you know, getting to the rim in the state of Wyoming. Probably got to try and force her to her left, force her to her offhand, and see how well she finishes going that way.
Second shot for Vasco is good. Puts Green River up by 9. 56 seconds remaining first quarter. Riverton dealing with a full court pressure, and Timbry Mathil is fouled in backcourt. That's the 5th foul on Green River, so we'll walk down the floor where Timbry will get a couple of free shots.
Green River foul, 14, Eastman.
Tony Hold on the call right there, the former Cody AD, and I believe Tony's actually a old school Riverton graduate from way back when, so. Good man, built a great athletic program up there in Cody.
First free throw for Timbry is good.
Substitution.
Kimber Mathil is checked in for Riverton just before that foul. Riverton a little more liberal in substitutions here in the first quarter than we have seen them be this early.
I would assume it probably has something to do with the press. Coach Bosner probably feels a little more comfortable with only a certain amount of people out there who can handle the pressure from these type of athletes that they're seeing today.
Mathill hits both. It's a 1-point game here, first quarter, 9-8 Green River. 43 seconds now left in the quarter. Bounce pass intercepted by Mathill, who's held up and spun to the floor, but she says she's the best wrestler on the team. Timbree Mathill hanging on to the basketball.
I believe that. I think there's some wrestling blood in their family somewhere.
Sydney will send it in here. Green River's ball on the arrow. Vasco in the corner. Now Eastman. They work it back to Vasco. Dribbles at the top of the key. Arnell is into the game. Rylan Arnell, and there's another takeaway from Mathill. She'll get it clean this time. Kimber Mathill receives the pass in backcourt. She's ran into, and Kimber will go shoot now.
It's a big foul there, though. That's Vasco's second. Interesting to see what Coach Landon does here, if he leaves her in. Some coaches like to leave a player in until they get their third. Some like to get them out. Just kind of depends on how you see the flow of the game going.
First for Kimber is off the front of the rim, no good. Opportunity to tie the game with this free throw. Lexi Taylor and Leesburg back on. And the second free throw, no good, also off the front of the rim. Rebound tracked down by Reagan Obrey, a junior who's just into the ball game for Green River. 13 seconds remaining in the quarter. And a travel on Rylan Arnell. She was wide open, ready to shoot for three, but drug the pivot.
It's almost like she knew she was going to be shooting a two, and she didn't want to shoot that 19-foot two and kind of took an extra step there.
Hear the countdown behind us. Riverton crosses with 3 seconds left in the quarter. It's stolen by Vasco. Half-court heave, no good. Solid quarter for the Lady Wolverines against the number 2 ranked 4A team, though. They trail 9-8 after one. Back with the second quarter after this on Jack FM and County10.com.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
Your home for Wolverine basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM and on the County 10 YouTube stream.
Jerrad Anderson with you here. Mark Lenhart on the broadcast. Jason Peterson with us per usual. Riverton trailing Green River 9-8 after a back and forth first quarter. Isa Vasco with 2 fouls in that first 8 minutes. A big storyline as there's another traveling violation on Aspen Gordon here, just a few seconds old in the second quarter.
I think all in all, when you're the underdog, right, you feel good about single-digit quarters. If I'm Coach Bosner, I'm trying to stress that. Like, our best chance is if this game's in the 40s. You know, if it gets outside of that, I don't know if we have enough offensive firepower to overcome it. Hopefully we can keep it going.
High post Wilson, passed through traffic. I don't know how she found Arnold through that traffic. She did, but it's batted away by a Wolverine out of bounds. It'll stay GRHS basketball. Vosika back on. Lexi Taylor comes out.
Look for that little set again, running someone to the corner here and diving right to 20.
Entry pass to Kilpack. And Riverton will steal it away. Leesburg up ahead to Kimber Mathill. Kimber Surveys and dishes to Gordon. Gordon runs to the free throw line and leaves it for Vosika. Carson on the dribble, picks it up. Need of some help, looking for a teammate, finds Timbri Mathil. Mathil working in the paint, turnaround, left it short, no good. Arnold there with the defensive pressure. Timbri knocks it out of bounds, but it's Green River's ball.
Again, any shot's a good shot, right? Like when we're averaging 25 turnovers a game, just shots at the rim, up your odds, you're going to get a chance to score more points.
Wilson jogs up the floor for Green River, leaves it for Kilpack. Now Vasco back to McKinley. Riverton settles back into this zone defense. Right side, outside, Eastman. Skip pass for Vasco. Vasco tries to penetrate against the zone, does so very well. Soft touch off the window, and she's got 2 more. She's got 6 already.
Great job going to her left right there off that zone, coming off that flare screen.
Leesburg on the left wing, maintains the dribble, and now snaps it to the corner to Mathil. Mathil gives it to Vosika, who went right back to her. They tried to find Leesburg, threw it in backcourt. Vasco intercepts Isabel Vasco with 8 of Green River's 13, and Coach Bosner wants a timeout.
You saw some of that speed. That's Division I soccer speed right there. She was probably 2 or 3 strides right there behind Leesburg and ended up closing the gap and making a great play right there to get 2 points. Good timeout by Coach Bosner. You don't want to let this thing get too far out of reach. And I think anytime you can stop momentum and then try and recreate it, even if it means using all 5 of your timeouts through 3 quarters, do whatever you can to give yourself a chance in the 4th.
Wyoming basketball unfortunately drops to Colorado State today, 79-68. They led early for quite a while, in fact, in that game, but Colorado State with a big surge of momentum at the end of that one. Cowgirls had a difficult loss today, too. They dropped a contest by only 2 points to Boise State. It was back and forth the entire way through, and I thought Heather Rizell's team might have turned a corner after they beat UNLV on the road, but tough loss by only 2 today.
Very, very young. They've been fortunate to be old these last few years and a lot of fun to watch. I'm sure Coach Rizell will get them going, in a little bit of a rebuilding year, but they'll be tough. They've built a pretty dang good girls basketball program down there.
Riverton basketball out of the timeout here. 5:55 remaining second quarter. Wolverines down by 5, 13-8. They are yet to score this quarter. 4-0 Green River here in the second. Eastman steals it away at midcourt. Leaves it for Wilson. Wilson couldn't get it to go, but the follow is there by Sophia Arnold. Good position for Arnold to follow that shot. Almost a takeaway. Now it is a takeaway. Vasco's got it. Green River with numbers. Leave it for Wilson. Nice bounce pass through traffic, and she's got it. It is all Green River here all of a sudden in the second quarter.
Green River's running a very tight 2-1-2 press. The best way to attack, most people want to try and get the ball to the middle against some sort of zone press, but they have a person sitting there. You really got to work the sidelines and look to throw it over the top. Look to see the Lady Wolverines trying to attack it up the sideline and over the top as we move.
This quarter started 9-8. Green River outscoring the Wolverines 8-0 here so far through quarter number 2. We'll get you some Fremont County scores and some other 4A scores of interest on the broadcast as we go on. I can tell you the Lander girls were victorious over Pinedale. They beat them 3 times this season. That's number 2 versus number 3 in 3A girls basketball. Lander boys lost by 10 to Pinedale, so they've dropped 2 games to them. Riverton handles the press nicely. Pass up ahead to Taylor. Her layup is no good, though, and it's rebounded out by Nicole Wilson. Wilson right down the lane. Can't get a clean shot off, and it's out of bounds off of Nicole.
Yeah, for our viewers, notice the configuration there, and it's a 2-1-2. And if you throw it deep early, you got a shot.
Riverton will break the midcourt stripe. Tyra holds the basketball to Leesburg. She spots up for a long three. That won't fall, and a push foul underneath is
Foul 22.
given to Lexi Taylor. That's Taylor's second personal. The first foul on the Wolverines this quarter. Vasco with the slow walk up the floor. Riverton in the 2-3 matchup zone. In the corner to Eastman. She lets a three go. That was short, no good. Trying to hustle the rebound down. Carson Vosica lost it. Goes right back to the Wolves.
Good zone set right there by Green River, screening the top person in the zone coming off, having someone in the corner. You put the bottom person in the zone in a bind.
Vasco in the paint on the inbound pass. Goes up strong and draws a foul. Vasco holding the left side of her face too. Took a shot in there. Tatum Tyra's first personal. Isa's first is good, and Green River leads by double digits for the first time at 18-8. Vasco lets the second one go. That's also nothing but net. Vasco with 10 points. She's got 10 of the 19 Green River points so far. Gordon will break the 10-second count with a screen. Now see if Riverton can get into their half-court set a little bit better here. 4:15 to go, second quarter. Leesburg off a screen will go way up top to Gordon. Gordon had to retreat to get it. Underneath to Vosica, no, but she draws the foul. Sophia Arnold hangs her head and gets her second personal.
Coach Landon didn't love that call there. I think he felt as though Arnold went straight up and down there, but that's one of those 50-50 calls that could have gone either way.
We'll have a conversation with the official, and they seem pretty pleasant about the explanation. They both exchanged a smile for part of that conversation, at least.
There's never been a basketball coach who isn't trying to buy the next call by complaining about the previous one. It's kind of an art that they do.
Does that happen in football? Or?
Oh, I don't do it. Everyone else does.
Second free throw by Vosica is good. She hits 1 of 2. Midway through the second quarter, Riverton in a 2-2-1 press. Trying to trap at midcourt. Green River handles nice. Underneath Arnold. Good find by Vasco. Her shot no good. Phillips is there. Offensive rebound, and she's fouled on the way up.
Good job by Green River breaking the press there. If you notice, the ball was never really dribbled. I mean, they moved it side to side, middle, over the top, and then over the top again for an open layup.
First one for Brooklyn is good. We'll see Kimber Mathill return for Riverton. Carson Vosica checks out with 2 fouls.
Phillips to the line for Green River.
Second one will rattle in there after it hits the rim a couple of times. 21-9, Green River the advantage now on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Riverton working against pressure. Leesburg double teams, finds Gordon. Gordon up ahead to Mathill, and Mathill will hold, wait for the rest of her team. Kimber with the basketball. Both Mathill sisters on the floor. Kimber holds now in the corner to Aspen Gordon. Gordon picks up the dribble. Lob intended for Timbry over her head. Ball out of bounds.
Kind of felt like when the Lady Wolverines broke the press there, they had a chance at a 2-on-1. I think against a team like Green River, until you beat them, until you beat their press, they're going to continue to do it. Like, if you don't convert layups, you're not gaining anything because they can just stay in it all game long. I'd like to see us be a little more aggressive, get some layups. Those will probably be our best high percentage opportunities.
Vasco down the lane, dish off right side to Phillips. Brooklyn was just at the line, and she's going to go right back for 2 more shots
One thing about a team who presses well, Jerrad, they typically know how to break a press, and you can see they've kind of run through our press fairly easily the last few possessions up and down the floor.
First free throw, no good at that time. Taylor Leesburg picked up foul number 2 on her. Second free throw also no good. Tyra battling down low for the board, has it. Outlet to Leesburg. Riverton forces the issue a little bit here as Vosika tried to get a shot off. She gets hit on the arm, and Carson will take a trip to the free throw line.
Great job by Carson. That's a little bit of what I was just talking about. Break the press. You got a 2-on-1. You got a decision to make. Those are probably the best scoring chances you'll get, and her at the foul line is a good thing.
First of 2, lets it go, and that's good. Adri Van Vliet on for the Wolverines. Kimber Mathila will come out. McKinley Kilpack has returned for the Wolves. Vosika looking for her 5th point. And it's front of the rim, can't get it. Out of bounds off of Tyra, who tried to battle for it, but just got a fingertip on it. Vasco will start up the Green River offense with under 3 minutes to go in the half now. Issa will let a 3 go. That misses everything. Uncharacteristic shot there for Vasco, and it's ball out of bounds to Riverton. Van Vliet's first touch in backcourt. Riverton with the press breaker. Adri still working in backcourt. Just stepped on the out-of-bounds line in front of the Wolverine bench. Official right there on top of it to send it back to the Wolves. Vasco sends it into Kilpack. McKinley's got Mathil all over her defensively, playing tough basketball. Wilson will come help out. Nicole back to Vasco. Green River holding way up top. Pass deflected off of Van Vliet's arm out of bounds. Green River's under into the right of their hoop. Need an inbounder, and finally McKinley Kilpack will go take that job on. Lob it into Wilson, who's fouled, and more free throws coming up here for Green River. Nicole Wilson with 4 points, takes her first trip to the line.
Lady Wolverines got to do a better job of understanding that set. They ran that same out-of-bounds play probably 3 or 4 times. Run someone to the corner, pin the middle person, and just a quick entry. Once they see them lined up in that 2-person stack, definitely need to not get an extra person over to that side to try and help take away some of that.
First one was not good from Wilson, the junior. Back to the stripe, lets the second one go and corrects the first time and will hit on the second time. Van Vliet, pass in between a couple of players, finally bounces to Kilpack. Green River with another takeaway. Phillips at the free throw line, now she'll back it out behind the arc. Her pass in traffic gets through to Wilson. Good job by Nicole to grab it, but an even better job by Mathil to steal it away from her. Mathil, lob up ahead, goes right to Brooklyn Phillips, who snatches it right back for Green River as we trade possessions. Wilson in the corner, baseline drive, big jump stop. Pass in traffic, bounces through a lot of players. Now it's loose. Couple of players hit the deck. Brooklyn Phillips slow to get up. Meanwhile, Riverton will gather it in. Here comes Leesburg forcing the issue. Found Tyra, who draws a foul, and Tatum will get her first free throw shots.
Great job coming up with the loose ball. Leesburg getting the ball to the middle, and a transition is exactly where you want it. Really threaded the needle on that pass. That was a tough pass. Good hands by Tatum to be able to bring it in and get herself to the foul line. That wasn't an easy catch at all.
Tatum's first free throw is good. That's her first point on the evening. Weber back on for Riverton. And free throw number 2 from Tyra is also good. Good-looking shots for the Wolverine senior at the line. Makes it a 10-point game again, 22-12, with 91 seconds left in the first half.
If you're the Lady Wolverines, you'd love to go into half down like 6. You know what I mean? Make a little run right here to keep this thing competitive for one more quarter.
Wilson holds right side. Vasco, Phillips play catch. Good ball movement. Now Eastman will let a 3 go. That's good. Sydney Eastman from the right side buries it. Her first points of the game. Mathil works against a double team in backcourt. Now up ahead. Tyra wide open. Good find from Mathil. Good finish. Tatum Tyra. An 11-point game with 53 seconds to go in the half. Here's Vasco through traffic. Leave it for Phillips. Her shot no good. Front of the rim. Taryn Weber a tough rebound, and she'll outlet to Timbry. Mathil will work it up the floor, avoid that pressure, find Tyra. Tyra puts it on the floor and gives to Timbry Mathil. Mathil looking for some help, tried to lob a dangerous pass to Gordon, and it's picked off. Taken away by Green River, ahead to Vasco. She gathers, right-hand layup is good. Vasco with a dozen.
There you go.
Lob for Tyra. Tatum stops in the paint. She can't hit the bunny in the paint. And rebound tracked down by Green River. Nicely done on the breaker, just couldn't turn it into points. Reverse layup try by Wilson. That's no good. Rebound Tatum. 4 seconds left. Lob up ahead for Mathil will go too far. And it's out of bounds with just 0.1 on the clock. It is Riverton basketball. You got to go real quick
tip style, yeah.
Not time to catch and release, that's for sure.
Yep. I've always thought it's funny in basketball. What is they say? It's got to be above 0.4 or whatever. Well, I'm like, how do you know like that's enough to get a shot off, right? Like,
Tyra efforts a tip, but nothing doing there for the Wolverines. And at the intermission, it is Green River 27, Riverton 14. We'll get into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by YDOT in just a couple of minutes. We'll talk first half scoring numbers, look ahead a bit to the boys game, and bring you some scoring updates from some other finals across the state today. Again, at the half, Green River's girls 27, Riverton 14. We're back after this on 105.1 Jack FM and the County 10 YouTube channel.
For a trusted partner in your financial journey? At Redden, Kane & Associates, we're more than just CPAs. We're a world-class accounting firm dedicated to providing exceptional service to our clients. From tax management and accounting to estate planning and retirement strategies, our experts provide personalized solutions that help you thrive. Our lasting relationships are based on trust and open communication. Let's make your goals become reality. Take the first step towards financial confidence. Visit rivertoncpa.com.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency. We'll be here for you.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Back to the gym. Here's Jerrad Anderson.
Thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation for supporting Wolverine basketball. WYDOT reminds you to wear your seatbelt every trip, every time. It's a simple but valuable message. Seatbelts save lives. And, of course, you can always check road and travel conditions anywhere in the state at wyoroad.info or by calling 511. Wolverines trailing the Green River Lady Wolves 27-14 at halftime. Was a 9-8 ball game at the end of the first quarter. Again, Green River, the second-rated team in 4A girls basketball. Real quick look at individual scoring numbers. First for Green River, they were led by Isa Vasco with a dozen. 5 points for Nicole Wilson, 4 for Brooklyn Phillips, 3 points for Sophia Arnold. Have 3 points for Sydney Eastman. She hit that three-pointer. For the Lady Wolverines, their 14 points look like this. Tatum Tyra's got 4. Carson Vosica with 4. Timbery Mathill 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 2 points for Lexi Taylor. 2 points for Aspen Gordon. And I think that adds up to 4. I've got Reggie Miller taking a photo here, so it's hard to concentrate when Mr. Miller has a camera in my direction. Coach, frustrating at times there in the second quarter. Give credit to Green River for hustling, especially that full court pressure wearing on Riverton a little bit. Wolverines substituting a lot more than I've seen in the first half of games this season, but Green River starting to show slowly but surely why they're the second-rated team in 4A girls basketball.
Yeah, there's been plenty of times in my coaching career that I've been the underdog, and I think when you're in that role, you have to take advantage of every opportunity that you get, you know. And there was some missed layups down here. There was obviously some free throws that I feel like the Lady Wolverines have done a good job getting to the foul line. Just haven't found a way to convert consistently. Like if you're a 60% free throw shooting team on the year, when you play someone like Green River, you better be up around 80. You know, if you miss 7 or 8 layups a game, you better only miss 2 or 3. You really have to cut down on the mistakes because you know eventually they're going to make their runs. But all in all, I think the Lady Wolverines have played well. They've played hard. They've handled the pressure pretty well at times. I'd like to see them go a little more over the top. That's a very tight, compact 2-1-2. And you saw towards the end where they just kind of threw the one to Tatum all the way over the top. You know, wouldn't mind in some of those situations getting Carson down there, you know, where she's got an opportunity to try and finish around the rim and get her some more looks possibly that way. But I think we'd be remiss to not talk about the coaching jobs both of the coaches in this game have done. I think Coach Bosner and his staff have done a great job improving this program, and they've got more girls out than they've had in years, and they're playing more levels of basketball, and so he's done a phenomenal job. And then, you know, I got to talk about my old buddy, Clint Landon. You know, Clint actually coached with me. We were assistants together in Torrington. I had to take over as interim head coach midway through the season, and he was one of my main assistants. And it's kind of cool to see against this zone a lot of the old sets that we used to run. I mean, they're identical. I won't say them out loud to not compromise his integrity of what he calls them, but a lot of the very similar things in terms of pinning the zone and high ball screens, and Green River's executing it very well. He's got a good staff. Clint's a good man. His wife, Shari, is on the staff. I ain't afraid to say it on air. I think his wife's probably the best coach on the staff, when you got Clint there, and he'd probably tell you the same. But love those people. They're great people. And, Coach Rosette was the head boys coach at Rock Springs. So they got a good group, as do we, and it's fun to kind of watch these coaches go at it and throw things at each other that maybe they hadn't seen all year.
You've got coaching influence all over the state. It translates across sports.
Well, I'm starting to get gray hair, so I've been doing this a little while. But no, I love basketball. It's always been a passion of mine, but football always it's really hard to do both and have a family. And so I just enjoy doing what I'm doing right now and enjoy being a fan and having all the answers from the bleachers.
Yes, I like that too. That's
exactly.
That's why I like no pressure, and that includes Wolverine football. I just get to talk about you and all the difficult decisions you have to make. Jerrad Anderson, Mark Lenhart here with you. Jason Peterson is behind the scenes working the camera, doing a great job per usual. It's 27-14. Lady Wolverines trailing Green River at the half. Let's squeeze in one more timeout. We'll get you started up for the second half after this on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
Modern Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Discover personalized banking at Central Bank and Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless. With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
We are just about ready for the second half. First game of our doubleheader this evening here at Wolverine Gym. Riverton girls are trailing Green River at the intermission 27-14. Jason Peterson, Mark Lenhart with me. I'm Jerrad Anderson. Coach, I haven't had a Saturday basketball game this late time-wise. Usually we're looking at Saturday afternoon games, but this an evening game kind of fun.
This game originally was supposed to be played last night, and so I think Coach Sheets was like, well, let's keep it in the primetime hours when we get home games, so I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's nice to get some productivity through, especially a Valentine's Day. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everybody, by the way.
Yeah, I was just going to say Valentine's Day is overrated. You want to be at the gym. So.
I agree with that 100%. 3 is up and good right off the bat. Nicole Wilson got it to drop in there, and Green River is up 30-14, their largest lead of the ball game. And they're going to continue to look for more. Sophia Arnold intercepts in transition. Bounce pass Vasco, wide open 3, no good, front of the rim. Long rebound, good hustle by Vasco, threw it off of Leesburg, and it's Green River basketball.
Whenever Vasco's around, never assume that she's out of the play, right? That was one where Taylin, most players in the state aren't going to make that play. Got to know where she is and box her out at all times.
Vasco holds it now, looking high post for Kilpack, and bounce too high for McKinley, taken away by Tyra. Pass intercepted by Vasco. Back come the Wolves. Wilson in transition, 2 more. It's 5-2 Green River this quarter. They lead 32-14. Nicole Wilson with all the points this quarter. Pass over Carson Vosika's head. Coach Bosner throws his arms up like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And that's ball back to Green River.
Yeah, very difficult there. It's one of those situations where just slow down. Good athletes make you speed up you have to do everything in your power to slow down.
Coming off a screen, Vasco lets a three go. That's no good. It'll stay Green River ball, though, last off of Taylor. Sydney Eastman to throw it in. Does so to Wilson. Great bounce pass to Arnold. Nice inbound play all the way around. Sophia finishes it off.
Same inbounds play with just a little variation. That time the bottom person popped the corner pin and brought to the same spot they've been hitting from the other side of the key.
Riverton throws the basketball away as soon as they get it across the time stripe. Good defensive pressure by Vasco, and this has not been a pretty couple of minutes for Wolverine fans. They're getting outscored 7-0 here to start the third quarter, and they trail by 20 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 34-14. Vasco, bounce pass to Kilpack. Kilpack squares to the basket. Back to Issa. Riverton in this zone defense again. We've seen the 2-3 zone most of the game. Probably all of the game. I haven't seen any variations from it. Pass taken away by Leesburg. Came right to Taylin. Good defensive effort all the way around by the Wolverines that time. Now we'll see if Riverton can turn it into points. Tyra cuts, holds on the elbow. She's held up by Kilpack. Arrow says Riverton.
All right, quit playing scared. Let's go.
Taylor to send it in, under into the right of the hoop. Does so on a bounce pass to Vosica. She can't get it to go. Good look off the entry pass. Just left it short. Up ahead for Arnold off of her fingertips. Riverton's going to get it right back with the length of the floor to go now.
Substitution for Green River, 0, Phillips.
Brooklyn Phillips back on for the Wolves. Riverton dealing with more Green River pressure. They'll handle nicely. As soon as they get it in the front court, though, throw it away. Brooklyn Phillips takes it away. Eastman jogs up the floor. Now right side outside to Vasco. Back to Sydney at the top. Fires it to the corner, and now Vasco. Good ball movement all over the floor. They reverse it, and Vasco can't get it to go, but she draws the foul, and Vasco will go shoot more free throws. She's 3 of 4 at the line tonight.
A little bit of what we talked about earlier. You have to find Vasco all the time. As good an athlete as she is, they have to have the body go to her no matter what. It's just sometimes you'd like to see it to the point where you got 2 even going towards her because it's such a point of emphasis.
Vasco's first was good, and her second is good. Green River trying to go 2-0 this week. They beat Evanston on Thursday. It was a tight ball game, though. They won by 6, 54-48. I think they got a little more than they expected out of the Red Devils, perhaps. Going on the road, tough for everybody in the 4A West. Shot missed by Tyra. Rebound goes out of bounds into the Riverton cheer team, and it's Green River's 36-14, 4.5 to go third quarter.
It's a good point, Jerrad. It seems like every single gym you go to in the 4A West has like its own weird home court advantage to it, and a lot of games will just tighten up as the season wears on anyway.
3 right corner is missed by Phillips, and she'll commit a foul on the rebound attempt. Tried to hustle after it, but good position by Aspen Gordon.
You know, with the regionals looming, I don't think there's a lot of people who want to go down to Evanston and play in that gym with that atmosphere. Tough place to shoot, kind of a weird background compared to most gyms. Be interested to see how it plays out.
Gordon can't corral the pass. Vasco up ahead. Easy layup, uncontested. Vasco's got 2 more. 14 points on the night. Yeah, after this, you're down to quad play. Just 3 doubleheaders left this season. Here's Mathill attacking the basket. She draws the foul. Timbry to shoot 2 times. Get Jackson in Star Valley. Go to Afton next Saturday. It'll be Jackson at home on Thursday, and then the week after that, senior night against Evanston. So there are rematches in all of the quad games, and those are the ones that really, really matter when you talk about seeding for regionals. So it'll be a big, important way to finish the regular season.
No doubt. And I think, how you play the last 2 weeks kind of gives you that confidence going into the regional tournament. Lady Wolverines did a great job there, kind of what I talked about with that 2-1-2. They threw the ball over the top. And when they can get it over the top, they'll get a lot of 2-on-1s.
Timbry hits both free throws. Riverton finds the scoreboard here in the third quarter. It's 38-16. Coach Bosner shouting out some instructions from down the floor and trying to get his defense fired up. Riverton's gone to a man-to-man defensive look. Kilpack fouled by Vosica, and McKinley's turn to shoot free throws.
Yeah, great job by Vasco there, coming off the high ball pick, drawing the defense and looking for the drop-off.
McKinley Kilpack looking for her first points on the night, which is almost hard to believe because I've called her name a lot. First one, no good, too strong. Great name to be a Green River Wolf and have the name Kilpack.
A lot of good athletes that were Kilpacks coming out of there.
Second one, in and out, no good. Gordon hauls in the rebound. Ahead to Mathill. She's tied up with Phillips. Green River's got the arrow. 3:24 to go, third quarter.
I didn't even think about the pun with Kilpack, but I was being serious.
I know.
When I said the Kilpack family truly has put a lot of great athletes out from Green River High School over the years. It's a very big name down there.
Just for future reference, I'm usually not serious on the broadcast. I'll make as many bad jokes as I can.
That's all right.
Jason's usually the only one that laughs and nobody else does. Timeout, Coach Landon. It's a full timeout. I get a lot of eye rolls in the audience, I'm sure, but I'm used to that at home too.
Oh, yeah, me too.
3:08 to go, third quarter. It's 38-16. Green River on top of Riverton. Real quick, thanks to our friends at Wyoming.com, making Wolverine sports possible. Check out their phone, their internet options on their website, Wyoming.com. That's a local company supporting local athletes. Well, like we mentioned, we're back at home next Thursday. Got Jackson here for a doubleheader, and that will be a couple of important games for both the girls and boys. It's such a grind through the season, and then all of a sudden you're coming down to the end here where games mean a lot.
Yeah, I think those Jackson games are huge. I think it's really big in terms of, I think you want to stay out of that 4 spot. You'd like to try and get to the 2 as much as you can, because when you look at, like, on the boys' side especially, the 2 Casper schools, Star Valley, those are going to be, the 2 Casper schools. I think you'd probably rather play Rock Springs, Green River, one of them in the first round. Not that those are easy games by any means, but the 2 Casper schools kind of look to be the cream of the crop on that quad right now.
Eastman out of the timeout, tries a 3, no good. Gordon, the long rebound. Yeah, as you look all the way across, you don't really want to see anybody, honestly, top to bottom. And I'm not sure Riverton is a favorable matchup necessarily for people looking at who they want to see at regionals either. There's no easy ones in the postseason.
And the boys, look out for Kelly Walsh. They are coming on, and that's typical of one of Coach Roden's teams.
Taylor at the top of the key, feeds Gordon down low. Now Leesburg from the Wolverine paw 3, no good. Taylor the long rebound. She's bumped into and fouled by Nicole Wilson. Team foul number 4 on Green River. Wilson's second, 2:39 still to go in the quarter, so maybe an opportunity at the line for Riverton. Poked away, taken away by Nicole. Nicole will manage the dribble. Almost thought she was going to get a violation there. The dribble looked kind of awkward, but instead it's a Riverton foul on Timbry Mathill.
Third team foul.
Green River stacks the inbound. Eastman, bounce pass intended for Kilpack. Knocked away off a Kilpack last. It is Riverton basketball.
Great job by Leesburg there, kind of reading that screen, the screener set, and sagging off her player and kind of got in the paint to knock that pass away off the leg and out of bounds to the Lady Wolverines.
Riverton manages in backcourt. Up ahead, intended for Mathil, didn't come through to her. Vasco has it. Good job by Wilson to track it down along the baseline. And now Green River starts up the offense attack. 2:10 remaining in the quarter. Down the lane, Brooklyn Phillips. That's no good. Swatted along the baseline. Saved by Taylor. Aspen Gordon getting mauled in backcourt. There's the held ball call, and it's Riverton's arrow this time. Green River again will apply that pressure. Leesburg. Now Taylor work together in backcourt. Almost a takeaway by Wilson, but she'll reach in and commit her third foul. We'll see Tyra and Vosica check in after the foul's recorded.
Against this 2-1-2, you notice every time the Lady Wolverines kind of walk somebody back further towards the basket, it pulls one of them out and opens up some space on the sideline to move the ball up the floor. Look to continue to do that. And if they don't go back there with you, you just throw it over the top.
Got an official looking at Taylor Leesburg. I don't know if there's blood. She says she's okay. I think just maybe checking. Maybe she took a shot in there, but holding up play to make sure she was okay for a moment. In the meantime, we're in the bonus. And free throws here for the Lady Wolverines with 1:53 to go. Lexi Taylor cannot hit the first one. Lexi gets one more attempt. Spins the basketball, bends the knees, lets it go. In and out, no good. Kilpack reaches back, gets the rebound. Her outlet pass intercepted by Timbri Mathil, though. Mathil to the rim. She can't get it to go. Left it short. And Eastman hauls it down for the Wolves. Sydney works it up the floor. Now she'll attack the basket. Saw some daylight, went strong, couldn't get it, but she draws the contact. Sydney Eastman, the Green River senior, has 3 points on the night and will shoot 2 times. Aspen Gordon, the personal. It's the first on Aspen.
It's fun to watch Aspen play. You can always count on her giving 110% out on the floor, being very physical. Excited to watch her play soccer, and she's a great football manager. I know from experience I can speak to that.
I was going to say she was on your staff, and if I'm not mistaken, second free throw is good. If I'm not mistaken, she helping out with Shrine Bowl stuff. I saw you got a couple of managers and trainers.
And Paige, so it's bringing a bunch of Wolverines down there.
3 lifted by Mathil. That's no good. Tyra, the offensive rebound. That's no good. There's the aforementioned Aspen Gordon. That's no good. A 4th chance. Tyra not going to drop. Riverton goes 0 for 4 that time. And finally, Arnold hauls it in for Green River, where she is fouled. And I believe Green River is going to get free throws here. We're in the bonus with 1:12 to go. So Sophia Arnold, the Green River senior, averages 7 a game. Right now she's at 5. Trying to get back to that average per game. First one is good. Scoreboard goes 40-16. Green River comfortably in front now. Second one front of the rim, no good. Rebound ricochets. Leesburg hauls it in. She's in trouble in backcourt. Double teamed. Gordon comes and helps out. Aspen now in trouble. Ball poked away, taken away. Vasco, easy layup, uncontested. Didn't hit it though. She hauls it back in and gets fouled. She's frustrated with that first miss. Almost some laughter about missing the easy layup. She doesn't miss very often, but she's always contested, so maybe she needed a hand in her face. First one for Vasco is good.
Just looking to pad those rebounding stats. That's
right.
What it must be.
Green River 24.
Vasco's second, rolls around and drops in there. She has 16 points. She's still short of her average per game. She averages over 18 a game. 50 seconds remaining, third quarter. Lob for Tyra down low. She's off balance, falls down, and Tatum Tyra goes down hard, which is devastating right off the bat. She recovered from that knee injury last year, and man, your heart just sinks for a great kid.
Yeah, let's hope and pray that it's nothing too serious. Never like to see when people just go down in a heap like that. And you know, if you know anything about Tatum, she's a great kid, and she deserves all the best things in life. And so I really hope that this isn't anything too serious.
Yeah, I hope so too. We'll take a injury timeout. 44 seconds remaining, third quarter. It is Green River in front, 42-16. Back after this on Jack FM and County 10.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoors.
On motor companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate, it's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments, from turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we believe every floor tells a story. As a family-owned business with deep roots in Fremont County, we don't just sell flooring. We create personalized solutions for your home. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwood, our expert team guides you through every step. Scan the QR code to learn more. Transform your space with confidence. At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we're here to wow you.
Myers
Tatum Tyra up off the floor, very gingerly helped to the training table, hoping for the best for that young lady. Meanwhile, we're back to action here at Wolverine Gym. Got a held ball off of a missed Green River shot with 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It stays Wolves basketball.
Just gut-wrenching. We all know how hard Tatum's worked to get back and the time that she put in after the torn ACL last year. Just hope for the best in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 off of the inbounds is no good. That was Brindley Luth who's just checked in. Follow no good. Kimber Mathill has it for Riverton. Down to 10 seconds remaining third quarter. Riverton trying to answer with some points. Vasco intercepts the ball but steps on the baseline. So Riverton out of bounds with 6 seconds remaining in the third.
Now, the Lady Wolverines, Jerrad, have done some really good things against the press to give themselves good looks. They just haven't converted on enough shots to make the Lady Wolves get out of it.
Lynn drives on the right side, tried to angle it off the glass, never got there. She's grabbed and fouled with 2 seconds to go, and Leesburg with a chance here with the clock stopped to shoot a couple of times. First of 2, won't sneak over the front of the rim. It's no good. And the second for Tay, nothing but net, 42-17, 2 seconds. See if Vasco has a half-court heave. Actually made it up the floor a little further than I thought she was getting. A 3 at the buzzer, no good.
Very heady play to understand that the ball does not get clocked in until you touch it, and so she took the pass and let it lead and got herself a good look.
42-17 at the end of 3. We'll come on back for the fourth quarter after this timeout on County 10.
On motor companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate, it's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments, from turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we believe every floor tells a story. As a family-owned business with deep roots in Fremont County, we don't just sell flooring. We create personalized solutions for your home. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwood, our expert team guides you through every step. Scan the QR code to learn more. Transform your space with confidence. At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we're here to wow you.
Welcome you back here to Wolverine Gym. Jerrad Anderson, Mark Lenhart, Jason Peterson, the County 10 crew. Riverton trailing Green River 42-17 as we start the final quarter here. Unfortunately, the sub-story is Tatum Tyro went down in a heap late third quarter and is back in the locker room getting checked out, presumably by the trainer, but hoping for the best for her as we trade possessions here early in the fourth quarter. Riverton steals the basketball away, and now they attack up the floor. Leesburg circles around, send it to Mathil. Posting up Vosika, turnaround 2, that's not gonna drop. Foul underneath. Nope, just ball out of bounds underneath. It's hard to concentrate when you got kids in front of you. I had a baby that kept staring at me in Mountain View last night. It was hard to maintain my focus.
No doubt.
Vasco off a screen, send it to Kilpack. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Wolverines. We've already played 1:09 this quarter. Nobody's scored. It's 42-17.
Interesting to see how long Coach Landon leaves his starters in the game and see where they're at. And I've been in his shoes on both ends. Sometimes you got to play your people because you got to keep them in mid-season form.
Vasco tried to attack the basket. She's held and fouled before she can get there. Riverton foul on the floor belongs to Timbri Mathil. That's Timbri's fourth foul.
First team, or third first team foul.
Ball ripped away by Timbri Mathil, who's hammered in backcourt. She got triple teamed right away and tried to wrestle out of there, but is held and fouled.
Saw the kind of aggressiveness and athlete that Mathil is there. That was a great job. Getting in, getting her hands on that ball, getting the steal, continuing to play hard regardless of what the scoreboard is.
Pressure on again from Green River results in a turnover. Kilpack can't hit the layup. Riverton with the rebound. Up ahead to Leesburg. Now to Taylor. Taylor tries a left side layup. That won't fall. Gordon, second chance. Shovel it to Vosika for 2. Carson's got 6 points. Her first bucket in a little while. Well, no matter what, here you want to see Riverton continuing to fight, go through a few more reps, work on the press breaker a little bit. You've got those big 3 quad games coming up here next before you head into regionals. So just some little things to feel better about yourself. Get some Saturday live reps in. Timeout. Coach Landon, Green River missed a shot. Vasco hustled after it, hauled it in, and Clinton wants to talk things over.
Well, I think Coach Bosner can look at this film and show several examples where, you know, they had opportunities, whether it be at the foul line after they broke the press. They've had several good looks at the hoop after they broke the press. And I think you just got to keep saying, hey, if we can find a way to make some of those shots, somehow keep a game with a high-quality opponent like Green River within 10 in the fourth quarter, then anything can happen. And, you know, I don't think the Lady Wolverines is as far away as they may think. They've done a lot of really good things today.
Want to say hello to Linda on our YouTube channel. Linda's been one of my favorites all season long, cheering on the Lady Wolverines. And Linda, always with kind things to say. So thank you, Linda, for being back with us, cheering on Riverton. And to everybody in County 10 YouTube land, we appreciate you being here. Got boys basketball coming up in just a little bit. Will be a slightly later than expected start time there. We were expecting it in about 11 minutes, and I don't think we're going to make it for that one.
No, the game has kind of slowed to a crawl a little bit, and a few more fouls being called. And that's all right, though. What else are you going to do tonight?
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Nobody cares.
I can't watch much more downhill skiing. I know the Olympics is once every 4 years, but it feels like every time I turn it on, it's either that or the luge. So I'm ready for the main sports to come back on again.
I spent an hour trying to understand the moguls because there's a girl from Alta, Wyoming competing in that. And don't know that I walked away with a great understanding of it, but it was fun to watch. Vasco lose the handle down the lane. Offensive foul in there to take the charge. Lexi Taylor. Green River hit 1 of 2 free throws there during our Olympic discussion and makes it 43-19 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 5:18 remaining here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Green River will knock it away at half court. Eastman is grabbed and fouled by Kimber Mathil.
Riverton foul, 24.
The toughest thing to do against pressure, like I've said all game, is slow down. One thing that I always used to try and tell my players was fake a pass to make a pass. You know, the really athletic teams, they know how to get deflections.
Blocked by Vosika. Good entry pass came to Arnold, posting up down low. Vosika had it, blocked it, and Riverton called for a traveling violation as soon as they get it, though.
I know Lexi's frustrated there. I think she felt as though she got fouled, but love how physical she continues to play all the way to the end.
Entry pass to Arnold, angles off the backboard, can't get it to go though, rolls out. Taylor the rebound, lob up ahead to Timbry. Mathil, left hand dribble down the lane, got it to go, pretty drive. Timbry Mathil has 6. Green River attacking the north basket here at Wolverine Gym. Just 4.5 minutes remaining in this one. Lady Wolves trying to go 17-2 on the season. Their only losses to Pinedale and to Cheyenne East. That was early in January too. 3 is good. Nicole Wilson. These Lady Wolves have won 9 games in a row since that Cheyenne tournament, looking for number 10.
They're definitely under Coach Landon a contender to win it all. I think that they got size, they got athleticism, they got one of the best players in the state. They check all the boxes. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens to them come March.
Isa Vasco just picked up her 4th personal foul, joins 2 Riverton players with 4 personals. Tyra, I beg your pardon, Taylin, now to Taylor. All these T names confuse me. There's a lot of T names on Riverton, and it's a turnover to Green River. Ball out of bounds to the Wolves. Just 3:50 remaining in the contest. Riverton with that exciting Thursday win against Rock Springs. Picked up their 5th win of the season. Sophia Arnold is fouled and will shoot 2 times. Lexi Taylor got a piece of her, it looked like, down low.
Yeah, that's one of those where if you're going to make a foul, right? Make sure they don't get the and one. And good foul by Lexi there. Make her earn it at the line.
I think that's 5 on her. Looking at the score desk, didn't look like she was going to come out, but I've got her for 5, and they will say that's the end of Lexi's night. Taylor checks out with 2 points on the evening.
Excited for Lexi to go on her next path. I actually am her discus coach in the spring, so excited to get working with her here soon.
First one from Arnold is good. How complex is coaching discus?
I equate it kind of to like a golf shot.
Okay.
I find like if you give the athletes more than one thing to think about, they seem to, it's too mental. You know, you just got to focus on one thing at a time, and a lot of it's if you're feeling it that day or not.
You coach shot put too, or just discus?
No shot put. Yeah, that's Coach Lynn's area there.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Arnold converting the free throws 48-21, and a personal foul on Sydney Eastman will send Aspen Gordon to shoot 2. First one no good off the mark, long from Aspen. Gordon's second attempt lets it go. That's also too strong. Not finding a lot of points, but Aspen's done well being a physical player again tonight and has done well defensively at times. Just 2 points on her ledger, though. Push foul on Gordon. There's the physical Aspen Gordon. That's the 5th Wolverine team foul. So free throws from here on out. Still 3:22 remaining in this one.
The line for Green River, 21, Vasco. 2 shots.
Vasco's first is good. She's still working on getting to her average, which is unbelievable. She's not there yet. She'll get close if she makes this one. And she does. She's got 18. She's averaging about 18 and a half. So pretty darn close. Coach Bose wants a timeout, 50-21. Wolverines trailing Green River. They've trailed basically throughout. It was just 9-8 at the end of the first quarter. Pretty competitive first 8 minutes. Green River stretched that lead in the second quarter, and they are comfortably up basically for the entire duration of the second half.
Yeah, you know, the athleticism and the full court pressure and you know, a lot of Vasco downhill. You know, eventually that just kind of wears on you. You got to give Coach Landon a lot of credit. He's been a part of this build. Former coach Rick Carroll had been there forever. And Clint was his JV coach. And I know Clint has done a lot down at the junior high, and he spent a lot of time down there. I believe he coaches the junior high still before his season starts. And it's just kind of created a nice pipeline of athletes. I think you know, he's got it going, and you got to give Green River a lot of credit. They played for the state championship in volleyball this year. School similar size to ours, and they're doing a lot of things right. And so I think it's a kind of a good model of how to be very competitive at the 4A level with, you know, a lower enrollment. So big credit to them, and hopefully we're getting ourselves to that in the near future.
Got a cleanup crew on the far side over there in front of the Riverton band. Got some kind of liquid on the courts, and they'll do a good job of relaying a towel onto each other. The officials get that taken care of. A few girls finals coming in here today. This is the last 4A game being played. Sheridan knocked off Laramie 43-32. It was Kelly Walsh over Jackson 41-24. Star Valley edging Natrona 38-32. Vasco's got it on the inbound here as we're back to action. Cheyenne Central's ladies beat Thunder Basin 57-34, and it was Evanston over Rock Springs 48-35. Phillips got it to go, and she draws the foul. Nice strong play from Phillips, and Taryn Weber picks up the personal foul. Brooklyn Phillips has quietly had a nice game off of the bench. And now she's got 7 this evening. Leesburg crosses the timeline and sends some traffic around, signals out the play, runs to the corner, dribble shut off on the baseline. Gordon through the paint, leave it for Mathil, left side, that's no good. Fight for the rebound, it's loose on the floor, Leesburg will grab it. Riverton will get a second chance at it here. Taryn Weber dribbles at the top. Now Tay Lynn, she'll try a three. No good, too strong, and the rebound is Eastman's. Leave it for Vasco. Vasco works it up the floor to Phillips. Back to Sydney. Eastman go to the high post to Wilson. She can't get it from there. Arnold, offensive rebound, put it back up and in. Coach Landon, quick timeout after the made bucket with 2:18 to go now. Sophia Arnold's last bucket gives her double digits with 10. Vasco leading the way with 18. Wilson's got 14. Arnold's got 10. Nobody in double digits here for the Wolverines. Their leaders, Carson Vosika, Timbri Mathil, both with 6.
Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, I think when you look at this game, there were a lot of very makeable shots that just didn't go tonight. You know, it's one of those where I think the Lady Wolverines got to play games in the 30s and low 40s. It's kind of going to be their calling card is their defense, I think, and just try and find a way to keep the games close at the end, and anything can happen. And I think the big goal is just get yourself a seed to where if you even do end up having to play in the loser-out game, find a way to play that win and play that Saturday morning against an opponent that you got a reasonable shot of beating and get yourself to state. That'd be a huge, huge improvement for our ladies, and they played better this year than they did a year ago, and they just kind of keep incrementally getting better. So hopefully this can continue to happen.
Just 2 home games remaining for these Riverton girls. Here after this one concludes, they will say goodbye to 5 seniors. So again, 2 more chances to come out and watch the varsity team here at home. Squeeze in a long road trip to Afton in between those. Vosika uses that elevation from the right side, but the shot's off the mark, too strong. Vasco had it, lost it in backcourt. Green River starters still on the floor with 1:55 remaining in regulation. Wolves up big 55-21, and a quick foul underneath is Vasco's. So Vasco was on the floor, and now she's not allowed to be here as she'll check out with 5.
Great job on the back cut there by Leesburg. She kind of used Vasco's momentum against her and got herself to the foul line.
Taylin's first, in and out, no good. Second for Tay is going to drop. Clock continues to move. It was Rylan Arnell that checked in for Vasco. She's on the floor. And arrow belongs to Green River. I've got a Green River player in there that I didn't have in my regular roster, so I'll double check that. Coming in here, Maya Tinsky, sorry, Coach.
Got to give Ryan Baumeister a little bit of a shout out. Very veteran official there on the jump ball call. It's been working for years, does great service for our state, and always like to give those guys a little credit for the work that they do.
Leesburg scooping runner is good. Taylin off the glass, got it to go. Yeah, it's tough to find officials right now too when they're going all over the state, so do appreciate all of our referees. Leesburg had a steal, double dribbled with it.
Well, they're not doing it for the money, I can tell you that, because they cut some of the checks. So they do it because they love to give back and be a part of the game, and they understand. Guys like Tony Holt here who've been administrators, they understand the value of activities and what it does for young people, setting them up for their life. And so big credit to them. My father's here in attendance. And he was a partner of the officials we had for the Natrona game for years. And so Scott Rigg, and worked with Andy Flores at times at state tournaments. So a lot of respect for those guys.
Riverton sends 4 newcomers into the game here. Green River 3, no good. Cairo Shelsta holding for Riverton. Shelsta's got Adri Van Vliet and Kimber Mathil back out there. And into the game for the first time, Aslan Mindrum, a sophomore, and Marley Maxon, a junior.
Good for Cairo. She's always worked very, very hard in these sub-varsity games that I watch. It's fun to watch her get a little bit of time here and hopefully get a chance to earn more as we move forward.
Cairo has battled back the last couple weeks from her second concussion in 2 consecutive years, and she got it on the same calendar day, both games, the same day of the year. Took a hard shot in a JV game at Evanston, and good to see her back out here. Both free throws, no good that time.
Sounds like we need to talk to Max about moving the date of that game.
Yeah, gotta get her off of the floor there. Phillips, or at least put a helmet on her or something that day. 30 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Garbage time, some bench kids getting big cheers off of the Green River bench, and we're not going to get out of here without a couple more free throws for Green River.
Riverton foul 1, Shelsta.
Shelsta picks up the personal foul, and Natalie Tinsky, a sophomore. Nope, this is Reagan Obrey, I beg your pardon. Reagan Obrey, a junior, to the line. She hits the first one, her first point. With 23 seconds to go, Green River poised to move to 17-2. Second one too strong, no good. Fight for it on the floor, knocked all the way into backcourt. Phillips tracks it down, just 13 seconds to go. Everybody playing hard. You get off the bench in a varsity game, doesn't matter what the score is. You want to go out there and make an impression, and that's what these kids trying to do. Time will expire here, and Green River victorious 56-24. Wolves improved to 17-2. Lady Wolverines dropped to 5-15. We will select our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game, recap this one real quick, and then move on to the boys' version of this matchup. More basketball still to come right here on 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video of it on the County 10 YouTube channel.
To Hampton Inn & Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Go Big Red! This is Riverton Mayor Tim Hancock saying good luck on the field and in the classroom to all Riverton High School students. Now back to the ball game. Here's Jerrad Anderson.
Well, the Riverton girls come up short against a very talented Green River squad. They lose 56-24. Real quick, unofficial final scoring numbers. Green River had 3 in double figures, led by Isa Vasco, right at her average, finished with 18 points. Nicole Wilson with 14. Sophia Arnold finished with 10. 7 points for Brooklyn Phillips. I thought Brooklyn did a great job off of the bench. Had 6 points for Sydney Eastman, both on three-pointers. Reagan Obrey hit a free throw late in the game. Riverton led in scoring by Carson Vosica and Timbri Mathil, both respectively finished with 6 points. 4 from Taylin Leesburg, had 4 points from Tatum Tyra before she went down with that knee injury late in the third quarter. And again, it's obvious, but feels like it's worth repeating. Our thoughts go out to the Tyra family, and we are hoping for the best there for Tatum after we saw that knee injury prohibit her from playing most of last year. She'd worked so hard to get back, and tough to see her go down, but don't want to speculate. Hopefully she'll be able to play some more basketball. Lexi Taylor also had a bucket for the Lady Wolverines. Quickly, we're going to select our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game. Dr. Jonathan Fabian is the only sports certified chiropractor in Fremont County. You can check out more about the services they have to offer at healthsourcechiro.com. And right now, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. If you're dealing with pain, you can come in, get a full body evaluation for just $10 at Health Source Chiropractic. I thought Timbri Mathil had a good game all the way around. It's tough in a loss, but I thought Timbri was one of the bright spots, and she finishes with 6 points. I'm sure not as many points as she would like, but she does the little things well. She fights for the basketball. I half joked that she called herself the best wrestler on the team, but she really is fighting for the ball, and she never lacks enthusiasm.
Yeah, no, she gives tremendous effort night in and night out, and I think that, that's literally all you can ask. She's a multi-sport athlete, a kid who does a lot for our school. You can't say enough about her as a person, and the fact that she just keeps competing, and athletically, she's one of our girls who, can kind of stand up to some of these girls in terms of size and speed, and does a lot of really good things. So she's had a nice career here, and hopefully she can finish it off, find a way to get these girls to a state tournament.
We got boys basketball coming up in just about 5 minutes. We'll take one more timeout, get you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader straight ahead here on 105.1 Jack FM. And streaming video of it can be watched on the County 10 YouTube channel. Once again, the girls fall to Green River 56-24. Back to preview the boys game in 60 seconds on County 10.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jerrad Anderson.
And a very good Saturday night. Happy Valentine's Day. Jerrad Anderson here, joined alongside Mark Lenhart and Jason Peterson, where we're set for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Lady Wolverines fall, but Riverton boys trying to get a little redemption here against the Green River Wolves. These two teams met back on January 15th in Sweetwater County. Green River got the better of them, 71-61. Now Riverton's turn to get them on their home court. points, and would be a big win, a good opportunity here for the Wolverines before, like we keep mentioning, we go into those final 3 games that are in quad play. Riverton needs a game to feel better about themselves, Mark.
Yeah, no doubt. Last time they played Green River, I believe it was tied at the end of the third quarter, and Green River frankly out-executed us in the fourth quarter, got themselves the foul line, played good situational basketball. These two teams are very, very even, a different type of team. Coach Ivey's got a group that really, they look to shoot the 3. You know, we talked about the last 2 opponents maybe had more size, and it was a situation where the Wolverines wanted to pack it in. I think when you play Green River, you got to get out and contest, because that's where they're really good, is from that 3-point line, and they like to score in bunches from beyond the arc.
They do, and we talked about Coach Landon and the great job he's doing at the girls program. Coach Ivey, in her 11th year, has built quite the program for Green River High School, and I know everybody's used to her coaching the boys, but I do think it's admirable and cool to have a female head coach at the varsity level coaching a boys program, and she has proven herself time and time again.
Coach Ivey can flat out coach, there's no doubt. It's not really a secret, you know, and I think she has great rapport with her players. You know, when you look at how much she's gotten out of her teams consistently, my first time really watching her coach was down in Rock Springs, and I was always amazed at how she was able to get the most out of her group, it seemed like every year, and playing really good basketball at the end of the season.
Green River is 13-4 on the season. They are just 1-2 in the Northwest Quadrant, so have stumbled a little bit of late, but they're still that 13-win mark right now. Riverton 7-12 on the season. They are 1-2 in quad play. Riverton High School marching band playing on here as we will get you to the starting lineups and get ready for the boys' version of this matchup. Green River, again, 13-4 this season under Lori Ivey in her 11th year. They will start like this. Number 3 is Jake Demaray. Demaray, a junior, 7.5 points per game. That Demaray name has been around Green River for a while. We watched his older sister, Addison Demaray, compete over the last few years. She graduated last year. Number 5 is Gavin Jones. Jones is a senior. He averages 3 points per game. 11 is Adam Robertson. Robertson, a senior, averaging 9.3 points per game. Robertson led Green River the last time they played Riverton in that January meeting with 16. Dylan Archibald is a senior. He's number 20, 11.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. And number 24 is Dax Taylor. Taylor, their leading scorer per game. He's a senior, 14 points per game, 5 rebounds per game for Dax. Riverton under both sheets in his 9th season. They will start like this. Number 1 is Eric Smith. Smith is a senior, 13 points a game. He's the leader in assists and steals on the Wolverines. Number 2 is Clay Sheets. Sheets, a senior, 7.5 points per game. He is the best in 3-point percentage on the team. Number 3 is Garrett Jackson. Jackson, a senior, 10 points per game. He is the leading rebounder for the Wolverines, getting 7 boards per game. Number 4, Gage Treber. Treber's a senior, 8.5 points, 4 rebounds per game. And number 20 is Bo Anderson. Anderson, a senior, averaging 6 points per contest. Worth noting again that River White Plume won't be available in the Wolverine lineup after going down with that knee injury. He and Treber had kind of alternated in the starting lineup position, but now Gage Treber has assumed that spot. Unfortunately, Riverton a bit shorthanded without River. Both teams introduced. The fog machine still wafts in the air. Green River will be in their away black uniforms, trimmed in green. Riverton in their home unis, white with cardinal red trim. Riverton written across the front of those jerseys.
It's interesting to see how every officiating crew reacts to the fog machine, you know what I mean? Like maybe we might have to open a door here. We'll see what happens.
It's like a rock concert in here. We'll start with a technical foul, a scorebook violation usually here on these technical foul shots. Before anything happens, Dax Taylor to the line will hit the first one. Taylor through the fog, lets it go, in and out, back in again, and unfortunately for Riverton, it's 2-0 Green River before any time elapses, and it'll be Wolves basketball here to start the game.
Give Taylor credit. I don't think people realize how hard that is to do. You haven't even gotten into the flow of the game, and you got to go make 2 shots all by yourself at the foul line.
Wolves basketball immediately knocked out of bounds by Garrett Jackson. Jackson was the leading scorer with 16 points the last time Riverton saw Green River back on that January 15th meeting. Riverton lost to Green River by 10 in their first time around. Gavin Jones holds behind the arc. Eric Smith on him defensively. Riverton playing man-to-man defensively here to open. Archibald sends it back to Jones. Now Clay Sheets has switched on him defensively. Archibald sends it around to Robertson. Adam, baseline drive, good body control, first field goal of the game. And it's 4-0 Green River before Riverton even has a possession.
Good attack by Robertson there. Not the best closeout by Bo. Got to clean that up.
Treber left corner 3, no good. Sheets offensive rebound. Had to go to the floor to pick it back up. Goes up strong, and he is fouled. Clay Sheets will shoot a couple of free throws here 43 seconds into the game.
I think Coach Sheets is kind of echoing the Bo right now, maybe what I just said, and hopefully got to get off to a faster start, right? Like can't play down 10, right away.
Clay's first is good. And Clay's second will take a lap around and drop. 4-2 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. See that on the bottom of your screen if you're with us on YouTube. Thanks to Fremont Chevy supporting the Wolverines all season long. There's Jake Demaray, 3, top of the key, and he buries it.
Nice player like Demaray. We kind of talked about that, how they're going to look to shoot that 3 more than the last few opponents that the Wolverines have played.
Smith controls the dribble at the top, uses a screen from Jackson and sends it to Treber, left side. Treber will attack the basket. He's fouled by Demaray. Jake got a lot of the ball, but may have hit him with the body before Treber went up.
Look for that particular matchup to matter right there. I think that the more they can get Demaray and his size on the bench, definitely could help the Wolverines if they can get him in foul trouble.
They actually whistled that foul against Adam Robertson. That's my bad. I saw Demaray with the block up high.
Yeah.
Didn't see somebody hit him with the body, and I guess it was Adam.
I didn't see that either, to be honest with you.
Free throw number 2 is good, so Gage is going to hit 1 of 2. All of Riverton's points at the line so far. 6:40 to play first quarter. Green River on top, 7-3. Robertson will try a 3. Boy, that almost snuck over the front of the rim, but does roll off to the right. No good. Smith down the lane quickly, out of bounds off of Jones. It'll stay Riverton basketball in their front court.
Eric seems to have a little extra juice tonight. I think that, he's a little more attack-minded downhill. I like that. I think that for him to have a big night.
Lob up top to Bo Anderson. I know Eric was a little bit frustrated with his performance on Thursday. Saw him post a lighthearted, fun but frustrated social media post about when he clanked it off the side of the backboard, and he's hoping for a better game tonight. And he does a lot of things away from scoring well. Always gives energy, but wants more points. There's Clay Sheets for 3, right side. Clay's got it. He's got 5 points early on, and it's a 1-point game.
We know what a good slasher Clay is. When he can be consistent from behind the arc, he's really tough to guard.
Robertson at the top. Now comes to Dax Taylor. Taylor, the leading scorer for these Wolves. Gives it back to Gavin Jones. Jones, the senior. Dribble handoff to Robertson. Back to Gavin. Gavin lose the handle in the paint. Out of bounds to the Wolverines. Dax Taylor was there to try to make a play on it, but couldn't. I was struck by Gavin Jones when I saw him in Green River. Smallest guy on the floor in a lot of cases, but he had a ton of rebounds, and he's aggressive in a good way. He attacks the rim very well and handles the basketball well too. Jackson, crossover, tangled up with, but he got traveled first. Thought they might get a held ball, but took 2 steps first. Traveling violation. Trenton Weber on for Riverton. Blake Gattenbein will come off the bench.
Not sure how many true ball handling guards Green River has. Be interesting to see how much, if the Wolverines apply any full court pressure to try and wear him out.
Archibald, stop at the top, go right side to Robertson. Now send it to Jones. Jones put it on the floor a couple of times. Back to Adam Robertson, who holds it in the midcourt center area. Jones now trying to attack. Back to Archibald, hand in his face 3, no good. Battling for position down low. Jake Demaray gets tagged with a foul.
Excellent block out by Clay Sheets. That was textbook right there. Went and got his forearm on the chest and turned and blocked out. Earned himself that foul.
I've played just 3:20, but Clay the MVP early on for the Wolverines. Here's Garrett Jackson trying to 3. That's no good. Rebound comes to Archibald. Riverton quickly one and done, and Clay gets tagged with a foul at midcourt.
Heady play by Archibald there. There's a common call that you hear in basketball when someone's coming from behind, everyone yells wolf. I think he heard that and saw where Clay was and got in his way, knowing that he was going to run into him and create a foul.
Baseline, out of bounds. Dax Taylor received a pass, was just in too deep, and he stepped out of bounds. Official right there on top of it to call it.
Green River definitely on that sideline out of bounds play, runs the guy the corner, and they look inside to Taylor right away to get him post touches.
Clay Sheets has it knocked from behind, and Riverton will reload on the out of bounds play in their half court. 4:19 to go first quarter. Riverton trailing 7-6.
Real strength of the Wolverines are these out of bounds plays. Let's see if they execute this one.
Blake sends it in to Eric in the corner. Smith looks up top for Clay. He comes and gets it. Sheets head down, jump stop, give it to Weber. He tries a 3. That's front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Trenton. Kick it out to Jackson. Garrett, long 2. That's no good. Rebound 4, and Archibald has it. Gavin Jones, give it to Dillon. Dillon back to the basket at the free throw line, takes a big step and finds a cutting Dax Taylor. Taylor contested 2. That's no good. There's Jones with the rebound underneath. Archibald 3, no good. Demaray another chance. That's no good. Finally, Eric Smith muscles it away. Smith tried to find Clay Sheets, but stepping in front of it, Dylan Archibald. Archibald, the distance, little stutter step down the lane. He can't hit the layup. We go end to end, no points. Gattenbein takes it away. Now Smith. And back to Clay. Everybody settles down for a moment. Clay heads down the lane, tried to find Eric. Tips, I think it should be Riverton ball, and it is.
Up and down action so far. Not surprised. I think both teams want to try and let their defense fuel their offense, and both teams have had good looks, just haven't been able to get them to go.
Peyton Larson, Dane Cox on for the first time. Gage Schreiber also comes back on the floor. Jake Stanton on for the first time for Green River.
Stanton, a big, strong kid. He was definitely on our scouting report this season when we played him in football.
Gattenbein spins in the paint, gets it to roll in there. That's a pretty shot. Blake Gattenbein on the inbounds play. Riverton takes the lead 8-7. Dax Taylor runs baseline, tried to find Robertson. It's an offensive foul. Trenton Weber in there to take his usual charge per game.
Yeah, I was going to say, if there was DraftKings on high school basketball, Trenton would be a prop bet for having 1.5 a game charges. Is it going to go over or under charges taken? Weber
on the dribble. Leave it for Schreiber. Treber contested 2, partially blocked by Stanton, never got it cleanly off. Good defense by Jake. Green River breaks out with the basketball. Robertson holds at the top, now to Dax Taylor. Taylor's got Gattenbein on him. Now he gets free off a pick. 2 in the paint. It's good.
Stanton making the great play down here, but one thing that won't show up in the stat sheet was the excellent ball screen he set there to free Taylor up.
Dane Cox on the baseline. Give it to Treber now. Now Gattenbein, left wing 3. That's good. Blake's got 5.
We all know what Blake's capable offensively. 5 points right out the gate. If he can get it going tonight, that would be a huge bonus for the Wolverines.
Demaray back to the basket at the free throw line. Gives to Archibald. Dillon squares to the basket. Demaray hits the deck down low. Now he's up in the action again. Fade away 2. Dax Taylor, pretty shot, nailed it. And we're tied at 11s. Green River wants a 30-second timeout with 1:43 to go first quarter. It's 11 apiece from Wolverine Gym. Fun start here.
Yeah,
in this one.
no, I was expecting a super competitive basketball game tonight. I think that, it was competitive down there. You never can compare scores, but I definitely think that, this is a little bit better matchup for the Wolverines in terms of size. Green River's not the biggest team in the state, obviously very well coached and play very well, but definitely one that I think that it doesn't feel like you're just going to get boat raced on the glass.
Say thanks to Linda for being with us, cheering on the Wolverines, encouraging them to play tough, and say hello to Hannah, who's just checking in, saying go Big Red, shouting out Eric Smith, number 1. Let the Eric Smith shout-outs begin on our YouTube channel per usual.
Eric has to be the most celebrated athlete on County 10, isn't he, in the chats?
We've got a lot of Eric Smith fans out there. And deservedly so. Fun kid to root for. Here's Anderson, left wing 3. Bo Anderson knocks it in. He's fired up, and he's got his first points of the game. Dax Taylor holds and gives it to Archibald. Archibald is fouled. 3rd team foul on the Wolverines. Ball out of bounds.
Great job coming off that screen right there by Bo. He's another one, too, who can get it going at any moment. And so if him and Blake are hitting, that really is going to help open things up for everybody.
Clay Sheets with his 2nd personal. Battling underneath. Jake Stanton gets free. Knocks in a 2 from deep under the basket. Playing physical down there, too. We get knocked around a little bit. Inside of a minute, first quarter, it's a 1-point Wolverine advantage. Treber gives it to Sheets. Clay tries a 3. That's too strong over the basket. No good. Taylor the rebound, and Taylor is fouled.
Probably a good foul right there, right? We're not in the bonus yet as we're nearing the end of the first quarter. They had an obvious 2-on-1 and a good smart foul there. Well, you're probably looking to give one anyway, right? In a physical situation. So good job there by the Wolverines.
Gavin Jones running the point for Green River. Leaves it for Taylor. Taylor tried to get it to a cutting Jake Stanton, but well too far in front of him, out of bounds.
Same play they scored on the last set. They ran that little pick and roll off the dribble handoff. Stanton's size is a problem inside.
Jackson holds for the Wolverines. Clock says 30 seconds remaining first quarter. Riverton up by a point. Gattenbein, he's had a nice first quarter. Give it to Jackson, back to Blake. Blake squares up for 3, front of the rim, no good that time. And the rebound is Green River's. Jake Stanton emerges from it. Robertson backs off the dribble. Clock at 7 seconds in the quarter. Jones works it to the right side to Stanton. He is stripped to the basketball on the way up. Good job by Bo Anderson. It's out of bounds with just .2 on the clock.
We've had a lot of tip situations, or a couple, haven't we?
See how Green River's tip drill goes. Robertson to trigger it in. That works pretty well.
Actually, pretty good effort by Taylor there.
Taylor didn't get it to go, but an impressive try with only .2 left. At the end of one, Wolverines 14, Wolves 13. Back in a minute with the second quarter on County 10.
Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
This is Riverton City Administrator Kyle Butterfield. Good luck all year, Wolverines, and remember, go Big Red.
Second quarter just underway. Wolverines on top 14-13. Jerrad Anderson, Mark Lenhart, Jason Peterson with you here from Wolverine Gym. Gage Treber gets some free throws 8 seconds in to the second quarter, and his first attempt is good. That last foul was on Garen Stice, a senior who started the quarter his first. Second free throw from Gage is not going to drop, so Riverton with a 2-point lead. Green River with their first set here in the second quarter. Robertson goes to Gavin Jones. Jones, corner three, air ball, missed everything, but kept alive by Stice. Green River reloads. Here's Jones again with it. Smith on him defensively. Lob to the paint to Stanton. Jake pivots around, and he pivoted just a little too far, traveling violation.
Good job by Blake staying on the floor, not taking the cheese, going for the ball fake on the up and under, and kind of got Stanton off balance.
Smith controls across the timeline. Now Jackson to Treber. Treber worked on by Stanton defensively. Gage spinning at the free throw line, almost lost it. Gets it back, give it to Eric for three. That's good, and that's really good to see if you're a Riverton fan. Eric with his first points.
I think 4 different guys have hit threes, and that's huge. That's 12 of the points right there. Tough for them to know who to guard.
Attacking the basket, Dax Taylor fouled before he could get there. He'll get some free throws. You're right, Eric Smith with the latest one. Clay Sheets has one. Bo Anderson has one. Blake Gattenbein has one.
First team foul. To the line for Green River, 24, Taylor.
Just 1 3 made so far for Green River. That was Jake Demaray. Dax Taylor with 7 points as he hits the first one.
Substitution for Green River, 3.
Yeah, I like how everybody is, they're shooting the ball with confidence tonight. There's no hesitation. When they catch and they're open, they're letting it fly, and that's all you can ask.
Second one on the way. That is also good. You kind of knew this coming into it, but already getting the impression in this one, Dax Taylor's not the guy you want to send to the line if you're Riverton. 3-point Wolverine lead, 6:40 to go, second quarter. Blake holds it on the right wing above his head, gets it to Anderson. Bo with some space, lets a three go too strong that time, no good. Archibald's got the board, outlet to Jones. Gavin. Hand back to Robertson. Adams' three is no good. Blake with excellent position down low, and trying to go through him was Jake Stanton with the foul. His first, team second.
Feels like there's been, through this first quarter and 2 minutes, there's been a lot less offensive rebounds by the opponent. Much improved there.
Smith. As Jones stuck to him all over the place. Now he'll send it left side to Treber. Gage Treber for three. Gage joins the three-point shooters club. The fifth Wolverine from the outside to make a bucket. Jones, dribble handoff to Archibald. Archibald, big step through the lane, gets it to roll over the rim and in. Dillon's first made shot.
Always tough when you're guarding a lefty, you know what I mean? You have to show a different hand. It just changes what you're used to all year.
Smith directs the traffic at the top. Eric will back off the dribble now and give it to Clay.
Green River gone to a zone here. I think Coach Ivey's tired of watching the dribble drive penetration and kick for threes.
Three right side, no good. A lot of contact as Jackson fell down. It wasn't egregious, but they hit each other on the way down. Jackson's shot no good. It's ball out of bounds to Green River.
He's trying to draw a foul there, you know. You see it all the time.
Little acting doesn't hurt. Baseline, got it to go, and one. Jake Demaray is there.
You can see a huge part of Green River's game plan are these pick and rolls, and they'll run them. It's not just up here at the top of the key or at the nail. They'll run them on anywhere on the floor, and so really doing a job of hedging those screens, making the dribbler come around the corner and forcing them out high and wide with your hands up to prevent the pass on the roll is so crucial. It requires a lot of discipline.
Demaray, one attempt, old-fashioned three-point play. He's got it, and Green River's back within a point, 21-20. Played almost 3 minutes of second quarter basketball. Smith had to sky to save that one. Does a nice job. Now he's going to let a long distance three go. That's off the mark. Fighting for it on the floor, Gage Treber, never afraid to get after it, but it's out of bounds off of Gage. Bo's going to return to the Riverton lineup. Go get Gage.
Anderson.
Taylor. Bumped and fouled by Bo Anderson.
Riverton foul, 20. Anderson.
See Eric pleading this case right there. Kind of said Taylor leaned into him. Heady play by Taylor.
Third team foul on the Wolverines. First on Bo. Entry pass comes to Jake Stanton. Easy two. Jake's got four. Wolves take the lead back.
Nice little play on screen the screener there. Dane got a little bit lost.
Trying to go to Dane Cox high post. Can't corral the basketball. Dax Taylor quickly down the floor the other way, up and in. Dax, first player in double digits with 10. And that was a great individual effort all the way down the court. He's quick, Dax Taylor.
Give Coach Ivey credit. She went to that 1-2-2 matchup zone, and since she's been in it the last 4 trips down the floor, the Wolverines haven't gotten much out of it. Good timeout by Coach Sheets to probably talk about how they want to attack that a little bit. You know, it's interesting to see how throughout the course of the 4A West, it seems to me when teams are struggling to stop people driving to the basket man-to-man, they go to that zone because then you've got the help defender right there. The key is to continue to attack it. You still have to attack it. Get the closeout, beat the guy, get in the paint. Now you got the advantage in the numbers in terms of rebounding. So I think just get the ball in the paint. Good things will happen. You can get some kick-out threes. They'll be fine. They just got to find a – sometimes good coaching, you change up stuff to give the kids different things to look at. And, you know, Green River got the upper hand on that. Wouldn't be surprised to Coach Sheets to see him do something defensively as well.
Nick Hendricks on our YouTube chat. That's one of yours, right, Coach?
Yeah.
Nick says go Big Red.
Yeah. Hopefully he's eating. We need Nick to keep gaining weight.
Trying to bulk him up.
He knows. He'll probably know that every time Linhart talks to me, even through the internet, on the air. Keep eating, Nick.
I wish somebody would tell me that. I've got the opposite problem. 4:13 to go, second quarter out of the timeout. Riverton is down by 3 all of a sudden. Anderson baseline drive, and he stepped out. Now got a official conference. I think the official up top have a foul maybe. The officials will get together.
Yeah, there's a dispute on whether it's an offensive or defensive foul. And, big call here, really. You had Demaray on the bench with his second. That's one more guy who's not as tall on the floor for Green River.
Inbound comes to Garrett Jackson. His 2 is off the mark, too strong, no good. Taylor's got the rebound. Archibald pushes. Can't get it to go, but he's knocked to his backside, and Dillon will go to the line.
Great inbounds play down here by the Wolverines. Got Garrett a great look. Seal that middle guy in the zone off the inbounds play and just weren't able to knock it down. But good execution.
First one for Dillon, in and out, no good. Got asked on our YouTube chat, too, to explain the technical foul before the game. Usually that's some kind of scorebook violation where a name or a number doesn't add up.
Yeah, I'm going to ask as well. It could also be something like dunking in warm-ups, which I think is illegal.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't want to speculate, but be interested to see what exactly it was. We'll be able to probably get an answer here soon.
25-21 after the second free throw was good. Riverton basketball here in the second quarter. Sheets runs to the right side. Anderson 3, no good. Follow is up and good. Garrett Jackson that time, and that's Garrett's first bucket. Wolves with a 2-point advantage and the basketball. Jones holds on the right wing, hands off to Archibald. Dillon will try a 3. That misses everything, no good. Out of bounds, back to Big Red.
Blake had the hot hand. I'd like to see him against this zone get into the high post. Look for Blake to get there and see if he can knock down a few of those mid-range shots.
Treber. His pass intended for Smith, intercepted by Archibald. Then he hustles back on defense and swats it away. Big block from Gage Treber. Green River will get the ball back, but Gage buys the opportunity to get all of his teammates back on defense.
Yeah, great job not quitting after the turnover.
Archibald right side behind the arc, goes high post to Stanton, back to Dillon. Bounce pass to Stanton. He can't get it to go. Floated on him hard off the backboard. Riverton in transition. Big contact and a blocking foul. Dex Taylor will hit the deck. Bo Anderson is going to shoot free throws. Green River fans in attendance dislike the call. Riverton fans applaud enthusiastically.
Yeah, I think Green River may have something to complain about right there. It's tough in the fact that, I'm not sure he was completely set, but at the same time, you can't be just out of control going in there, and Bo was flying. He was flying, but give him credit. Go running hard, get yourself to the foul line.
Bo will knock one of them in, and it's 25-24 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Riverton trailing by a point. Entertaining first half of basketball, been close the entire way through. Robertson gets free, floater from the side, no good. Tip hung on the rim, almost went in but didn't. It's batted all the way out to Stanton. Now Archibald, stop at the elbow. Give it to Jones in the corner. Pass intercepted by Clay Sheets, and he saved it from going out of bounds. Now Gattenbein gets tied up with Dylan Archibald. Looked egregious, and then Blake went over and patted Dylan on the back. Coach Ivey very animated off the bench.
Yeah,
the officials will huddle.
Hard to say, you never know when they get tangled up. One thing that, aside from all the complaining and screaming, I think one part of the game here that's really important is right now, you have Demaray and then you have Taylor on the bench with 2 fouls, and Coach Ivey looks as though her philosophy is kind of to, don't let them get their third in the first half. These last 2 minutes are really important here to see how that plays out with 2 of the best players on the bench. I think the Wolverines got to make a run here.
The officials get together and they're going to call an intentional foul on Blake Gattenbein. Now Coach Sheets will take a moment to get an explanation. Blake chatting with one of the officials too. And intentional foul on Blake Gattenbein is his first personal. Will send Dylan Archibald, the Green River senior, to the line.
Interesting to see how this will change the momentum here. You know, sometimes these emotional plays, what impact do they have? Will this favor Green River, or how will Riverton respond? Be interesting to see how it goes.
Dylan's first is good, and Dylan's second is good. 27-24 Green River, and they'll get the ball back after the intentional Blake Gattenbein foul. The collision down there was very violent. I don't think anybody had any ill intent. And Blake's body language right after to go pat Dylan Archibald on the back and apologize for the big collision was evidence, I felt, of that. Stanton spins to the basket. His shot is short, no good. It's out of bounds to Riverton.
Stanton's had a good first half. He's missed some short shots, but he's had an impact with his screening. He's made some buckets. He's a nice-looking athlete. I think that he's a big addition for them in terms of their physicality of their basketball team.
Green River digs into a 2-3 zone. 90 seconds to go in the half. Smith holds it at the top. Now to Sheets. Sheets will try a three. That's well short. Stanton skies to get it. Left side, Jones. Gavin on the floor a couple of times. Now reloads to Robertson. Adam trying to get free at the top. Good defense by Garrett Jackson. Now Gavin Jones on the dribble. Slides to the right side. Can't get it to go. Gage Treber, a wild rebound as he was off balance. Had it for a second. Lost it. Stanton hauls it in. Green River will start up their offensive set again with 52 seconds to go in the half now. Robertson backs off the dribble. Wolves by 3. We're going to add to it before we go to the locker room. Dylan stops at the angle, lob to the paint, comes through to Stanton after it bounces off a couple of players. Jake has to go to the floor to get it. Now we'll get it to Jones. He tries a three. That's no good. Stanton the offensive rebound, and it's up and in. Jake Stanton continues to make a difference.
Yeah, he's won a lot of offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. He's kind of the unsung hero of the first half for Green River, I think.
Treber's got Jones on him defensively, looking for Gattenbein in the lane. Blake hits the deck. His shot falls short, no good. Wolves ball, 3 seconds before halftime. Archibald from the free throw line, no good. And that is how we will end the second quarter.
Well, if you're Green River there, you got to feel good, right? You had 2 of your leading scorers on the bench that were in foul trouble. They actually come out points ahead. So, you know, give credit to them. But hot start by the Wolverines. Zone stymied them a little bit. See what the adjustments they make at halftime. A lot of basketball left.
Yeah, really fun first half to watch. A little bit frenetic there at the end of the second quarter. Intentional foul on Blake Gattenbein. We've got the crowd into it on both sides. And it is Green River leading 29-24. At the intermission. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by YDOT is on the way. Speaking of YDOT, Cody Beers in front of us, thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle your seatbelt every trip, every time. Wolverines down 29-24 at halftime. Back after this from Wolverine Gym on County 10.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Life happens, and sometimes it leaves a dent. At Northside Body Shop in Lander, we meet by accident, but we fix your vehicle with purpose. From minor dings to major collision repair, our expert team gets you back on the road and brings your car back to its original beauty. Trust the specialists who treat every vehicle like a classic. Northside Body Shop. Come see us at 323 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Looking for a trusted partner in your financial journey? At Redden, Kane & Associates, we're more than just CPAs. We're a world-class accounting firm dedicated to providing exceptional service to our clients. From tax management and accounting to estate planning and retirement strategies, our experts provide personalized solutions that help you thrive. Our lasting relationships are based on trust and open communication. Let's make your goals become reality. Take the first step towards financial confidence. Visit rivertoncpa.com.
You to buckle up every trip, every time.
Welcome you back here to Wolverine Gym. We are at halftime of an entertaining boys game. Riverton trailing Green River 29-24. They were up by a point at the end of the first quarter. Green River out-dueling Riverton there in the last 8 minutes, but both teams in good shape to hang around and try to make a run here in the second half. Let's take a look here real quick at individual scoring numbers. Dax Taylor leading everybody with 10 points. Jake Stanton has 6, like Mark Lenhart said a couple of times there. He's done a great job off of the bench. 6 points for Jake Demaray. He scored every way possible, a 3, a 2, and a free throw. Then it goes... Dylan Archibald has 5 and 2 points for Adam Robertson. Riverton is fairly balanced, only 24 points, but fairly balanced across the board. Clay Sheets has 5, Blake Gattenbein has 5, Gage Treber has 5, Bo Anderson has 4, 3 points for Eric Smith, 2 points for Garrett Jackson in their effort so far. So be interesting to see the second half adjustments and how both of these teams come out here to start the third quarter. Coach, you can speak to this probably better than anybody. Peyton Manning just completely dissolved all of my illusions that you go into the locker room at halftime and make all these crazy adjustments. He said, no, we go eat orange peels and go use the bathroom, and then we head right back out there. So there's not a lot of talk in his world. But is that accurate at the high school level?
Well, I would say at the pro level they probably are able to do more adjustments. So I don't know if I completely believe what Peyton says, but I think the reality is at the high school level, there's only so much you can change or do. I think it's more about understanding how the other team played you. So Green River early on was playing man. Coach Ivy went to that zone, stymied Riverton, and then you're probably talking about, okay, like how do we attack that? This is what it looks like. You know, and you just want to emphasize things. One thing I usually told our guys is there's got to be 5 paint touches. Doesn't mean that we got to shoot a shot in the paint, but the ball's got to get in the paint before we kick for a 3. I think it's important for the Wolverines not to just get 3-point happy against this zone. It's easy to get sucked into that. Got to find a way to get yourself in the paint, get inside, continue to attack. And then I think defensively, the pick and roll has been a bit of an issue. Yeah, and they run it well, and they use their big physical kids. So I think you got to talk about that a little bit and see what you can do. But, yeah, you know, what do they say in the NBA? It's a make or miss league. It doesn't really – it's the same down at high school, right? Like you're going to get your opportunities. You got to make the most of them. And I think the big thing is just make sure you finish every possession with a shot. And then on the defensive end, when they don't make it, they got to be one and done. You know, give yourself every opportunity to win the game by simply not turning the ball over and then getting shots at the rim.
Definitely. Taking a look here real quick at your Wolverine weekend. Boys swimmers had their last chance meet on Thursday against Lander, and they will be off to the state tournament, state swim meet in Cheyenne on the 19th and 20th. Wrestlers fell to Lander on Thursday in a duel. They go to the 4A West Regionals. The boys are off to Cody, and the girls go to Powell. Indoor track was at the Mustang Invite at Natrona County High School today with 15 different teams competing there, and Riverton Speech and Debaters are in action today, or maybe just wrapping up today at Green River. They go to district at Rock Springs next week. State Speech and Debate is in Cheyenne March 12th, 13th, and 14th. And this next week is National FFA Week, so our Riverton FFA members will be participating in all kinds of different FFA-related activities. 29-24 here at halftime. Thanks to YDOT making our halftime coverage possible. We're back in a minute with the third quarter on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Proud to support the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. We are County10.com.
Jerrad Anderson, Mark Lenhart, Jason Peterson with you from Wolverine Gym. Saturday night basketball here as we are back to action. Green River ball first. They lead 29-24. They'll miss a three-pointer right away, but get the rebound. Comes back to Dax Taylor. Taylor misses in the paint, no good. Green River comes up empty on the first possession. So will Riverton. They're going to call Gage Treber for steps.
Tough to tell, but it looked like Green River came out in man. I was interested to see if they'd get into that zone. You know, probably going to try and see what Riverton does early on and see if they got to go back to it.
Jones holds at the top. Now go to Robertson. And around the corner to Demaray. Reverse direction, Jones To a cutting Dax Taylor at the free throw line, left corner three. That's no good. Robertson soaring in Clay Sheets. Sheets is so quick when he has his head down up the floor. Leave it for Anderson, right corner three. That's good. Bo Anderson with a big bucket. He's got 7.
Ball gets in the paint. Great kick by Clay.
Good dish. Dylan Archibald finds Adam Robertson open. 2 for Green River, makes it 31-27.
You could see the frustration with Coach Sheets. You hit the big 3 and then you give up a transition bucket, just not getting back. That's the stuff that makes you pull your hair out.
Jackson, leave it for Sheets. He'll try a 3 right side. That won't fall. Garrett Jackson hustling for the rebound, and a Green River foul underneath on Archibald.
Green River foul, 20, Archibald,
Second foul on Dylan, first foul on anybody here in the third quarter. Clay Sheets holding left side behind the arc, runs to the angle and now gives it up to Jackson. Left corner Anderson, dribble drive shot off nicely by Dax Taylor. 2-3 zone for Green River as shoved off of the ball is Clay Sheets. That's Jones with the personal. His first.
Second team foul.
Treber throws it in front of the Riverton students. Anderson in the corner to Clay. Now Jackson on a bounce pass, trying to get something going inside against that zone. He's tied up. It's a Riverton ball on the arrow.
Good job by the Wolves collapsing there. Gage Treber did an excellent job sealing Demaray in the middle, giving Garrett an opportunity.
Bounce pass to Garrett Jackson, now to Smith to the angle, leave it for Treber. He'll try a 3, that's no good. A rebound tracked down by Dax Taylor. Taylor handles the basketball at the top, give it right side outside to Archibald. Now Demaray will let a 3 fly, that won't fall, too strong. Rebound Clay Sheets, he's held by Gavin Jones, and Gavin picks up his second quickly.
Probably Coach Ivey's probably not loving some of these fouls. You know, Jones has had 2 fouls that have been, 20 plus feet. That one's 90 feet from the hoop. Don't want to have 3 early fouls with about 6 minutes to go here in the third period.
Smith, couple of bounces, give it to Gage Treber. Treber, entry pass to the paint to Jackson. Little inside-outside action. Smith, step in front of the arc. Can't hit a long 2. Jackson, offensive rebound, though. Now to Clay, to the free throw line. Leave it for Anderson, right side 3. That's no good. Treber battling for the ball, and he's fouled down low. Another Dylan Archibald foul, his third, and the 4th team foul with 5:18 to go, third quarter.
They've all been legit fouls. A lot of good job by Riverton being very aggressive. See if they can get themselves to the foul line.
Clay Sheets wide open, right corner 3. By the time they get it to him, though, he's getting collapsed on, so he won't let it go. Now Anderson at the top. Free throw line to Jackson as Riverton evaluates this 2-3 zone. Smith, right corner. Jackson back to Eric. Riverton will reverse direction around the perimeter. Skip pass for Smith. Smith backing in. Underneath, Treber is swatted. Jake Demaray got it, and Jake Stanton will come in. Dylan Archibald comes out. Stanton with a great first half is back on here in the third quarter. Blake Gattenbein also had a good first half for Riverton. He's coming back on. Trenton Weber.
Watch this lineup here for Green River. You got Demaray and Stanton on the floor together, which hasn't happened a lot. Really important that Riverton rebounds with their size.
Entry pass to Weber, can't get it, but he gets fouled, and Trenton to the stripe.
We talked about it a lot this year. Riverton's really good on their out-of-bounds plays, and they knew exactly what to do against that zone, sealed the middle and dived. Trent got a great look here and got himself to the foul line.
First one for Trenton is good. Can pull the Wolverines to within 2 if this one is good. It's on the way, too strong, no good, and Dax Taylor has himself another rebound. Taylor head down the lane, almost lost it. Shovel it to Jones. Gavin slides across the free throw line. Right back to Gavin on the right wing. Three, good. Good looking shot from Gavin Jones, the senior, with his first points of the game. Smith at the top, high post to Gattenbein. Gattenbein has it poked away, taken away by Jones. Gavin, the distance, can't get it to go, but he's fouled. Gavin Jones just hit a three-pointer, gets a steal. Now he's headed back to the free throw line.
Yeah, again, the Green River's played two different types of zones. They played a little more of a 2-3, as we saw, out of bounds plays, and then they played this 1-2-2. That's the one that's caused the Wolverines the most trouble. A little more of a matchup zone.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw, also no good, but Stanton soars in, gets the rebound. Now it's knocked to the floor. Now there's players all over the floor. Squirts away to Robertson. And Green River holds the basketball for now. Now Dax Taylor down the lane, can't get it to go, and he draws contact. Garrett Jackson rung up for the foul this time, and Dax Taylor will shoot free throws.
Typically when one squad gets out to more fouls than the other, you can expect it to be called a little bit tighter. That was definitely a foul, but it's something to kind of keep an eye on.
Beg your pardon, the foul was on the floor, so no Green River free throws. Robertson for three, it's good. Adam Robertson has 7. Little separation here on the scoreboard now from Green River. They're up 37-28. Important to try to find some points here soon for the Wolverines to keep this from snowballing too much. Schreiber, bounce pass to Weber. Weber looking for Sheets. Clay was cutting closer to the basket. The pass went the other direction, and it's out of bounds.
Smith, 20, Anderson.
Anderson and Smith back on for RHS. Taylor. Scoop it to Robertson. He wants another three. He's got another three. Back-to-back three-pointers, Adam Robertson.
Robertson's feeling it. Got to know where he is at all times now.
Wolves' biggest lead at 12 right now. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Anderson, baseline to Schreiber on the other side. Schreiber, little contact, can't get it to go. Bow keeps it alive, is blocked on the way up by Demaray. Green River fans make some noise. It's ball out of bounds to the Wolves. It's a fired up Green River bench. Coach Ivy giving her players high fives. Robertson. Give it to Taylor. Taylor motors down the lane, lost it. Taken away by Schreiber. Schreiber up ahead for Anderson. Bo corrals the basketball, scoops it up and in. Nice job by Bo Anderson for 2.
Great job there on the turnover, getting out and running. When you're struggling against their set zone defense, the best way to get some baskets is to get out and transition, but it has to start with stops down here.
Bo Anderson now with 9 points. He's got 5 this quarter. 5 points apiece still for Clay Sheets, Gage Schreiber, and Blake Gattenbein.
Yeah, it feels like this game is definitely not out of reach, but you got to know where Robertson is, all right? I mean, he's a good three-point shooter on the year. He's probably on the scouting report. But there's a lot of guys like that. But now he's hit a couple. He's feeling it. They're going to look to get him the basketball, especially in those pick-and-roll situations. You can't come underneath the screen with him. I think the big thing here is just get stops. Let your defense lead to your offense and use your athletes to run out in space.
My buddy Lehman on County 10's YouTube chat asking about the shot clock. Not in place yet in Wyoming high school basketball. That will be implemented next year. Riverton had a sample of it at the Cheyenne tournament in early January. So they've had 4 games with it, but it'll be there for every game next year. There's Robertson again for 2 this time. And Green River back up by a dozen. Treber baseline. He's fouled as he goes up strong. Jake Demaray with the contact.
Green River foul, 3, Demaray. Third.
That last set by Green River there, that was Robertson coming off that ball screen. Probably going to have to trap it because he's a kid who can score in bunches quickly.
First for Gage is good. Treber's first point of the second half.
Substitution for Green River, 21, Stice.
Stice back on for the Wolves. Demaray will take a breather with 1:55 to go in the third quarter. Gage Treber trying to cut the deficit to 10. And he does. Jones, D'd up right at midcourt by Clay Sheets. Taylor on the floor one time, gives it back to Jones. Gavin has Eric Smith on him, way away from the basket for now. We'll pick it up and give it to Robertson. Stanton at the high post, right back to Taylor. Taylor finds Jones in the corner. Jones pass taken away by Clay Sheets. Sheets soars down the lane. Jump stop, cannot hit the layup. Offensive rebound, Jackson. Jackson can't get it to go. A third chance, that's Gage Treber for 2. Gage has 9 points. 3 in the corner. Guess who? Adam Robertson cannot miss this quarter. And Green River pumped up is an understatement right now, mainly for Adam Robertson.
I think Coach Sheets is that kind of upset. I think the same thing I'm saying to you up here. You have to know where he is. I mean, you can see it. You can see his confidence. He's not even, he's catching it, and he's looking at the rim instantly if he's got any space to let it go. And great shooters can get in those zones sometimes, and you have to really just deny them the basketball. They can't catch it. And you have to do everything you can to take that out.
I don't know what it is about playing Riverton for Adam Robertson. He led them at Green River when they played on January 15th with 16. He averages 9 a game, so he scores 16 against Riverton there. He's got 15 tonight, well above his average, and feeling good about playing these Wolverines, I guess.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. He's definitely... He's got confidence. Funny how it's like that, you see pro baseball where certain guys hit certain pitchers well, and certain guys play well against certain teams in all different sports, and you have to know that, and you have to be able to define them and try and do your best to take them out of the game.
Into some 4A boys finals. We'll take a look around Fremont County results too. Wyoming Indian with couple of wins against Kemmer earlier today. Big Piney Boys dropped Wind River 50-30. We'll hit you with a few more scores here as time allows. We're inside of a minute remaining third quarter. Wolverines trail now 45-34. Sheets gives it to Eric Smith. Long pass for Treber in the corner. Now Clay works at the top. Back to Gage. Gage takes on some contacts. And Gage Treber is going to get free throws in the bonus. Stice with his second.
The line for Riverton 4, Treber.
First for Gage is good. He's the first Wolverine in double digits individually with 10.
Gage has put another yeoman's effort in tonight, really working hard, getting second chance opportunities, attacking the rim, getting to the foul line.
Got them both. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. Back to single digits, a 9-point Green River lead. They have the ball. Jones way up top. Hand it off to Dax and right back to Gavin. Green River presumably playing for the last shot, or winding the clock down, trying to eliminate a possible Riverton possession. Taylor on the baseline and deep, scoop it up and in with 3 seconds. Eric Smith from beyond half court, no good at the buzzer, and Green River will go into the fourth with an 11-point advantage, 47-36. Come on back for the fourth quarter with us after this on county10.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
This is RPD Chief Eric Hurtado. Buckle up on your way home tonight. Be safe and go Big Red.
Thank you, Chief Hurtado. 8 minutes on the clock. Riverton trailing by 11. Green River on top, 47-36. I'm Jerrad Anderson, joined by Mark Lenhart and Jason Peterson. Glad you're with us on the County 10 YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM. Riverton girls falling earlier in a tough one to Green River, and the Green River boys hoping for the varsity sweep here, but Riverton trying to battle back. Garrett Jackson gets tagged with a foul near midcourt. That's the fourth on Garrett Jackson, too. 4 fouls on your leading rebounder and your second leading scorer. With still over 7 minutes remaining. Archibald to Demaray. Zane Dodson on the floor for the first time to start this quarter. I don't think I've seen him in the previous 3 quarters, but out there right now for Green River. Pass to Archibald. He's free for 3, and again, he will not miss.
Yeah, that's one where Gage Gamble tried to get the steal. Wolverines were playing good defense early on. The Wolves looked a little out of sorts with Jones on the bench without their point guard out there, but they were able to find a way to move it and get a wide open look.
Eric at the top to Gage, and now Clay left side outside. Back to Treber. He lets a 3 go straight away. That's no good. Soaring in Garrett Jackson, the rebound and 2 points. Oh, that's Trenton Weber, I beg your pardon. Trenton Weber was in there making the play. Stice on the right wing. Now Dodson. Here's a screen, pick and roll. Back to Stice. Blocked by Treber, but a foul.
It's that pick and roll again, right? That time they did try to trap it. Great job on the roll. If I had one critique for the Wolverines, there's hands up on the trap to make that pass difficult on the roll.
Second personal foul on Gage Treber. Meanwhile, Garen Stice hits the first of 2. That is the Green River senior's first point.
45.
Bo and Blake back on for the Wolverines. Second free throw too strong, but it's rebounded by Demaray to Robertson. He finally missed one. Tried a quick 3 just off the mark. Offensive foul on Gage Treber. Extended the elbow into the chest of the Green River player, it looked like, and player control will send it back Wolves' direction.
Yeah, it's one of those tough 50-50 calls. I know Gage kind of lowered the shoulder, but there's no way the defender was in a set position or able to take the charge in the chest. You know, you don't have to be set, but definitely was one that could have gone either way.
Coach Sheets agrees with that, I think, based on his reaction. Getting free for a moment is Jake Demaray, and he's fouled.
Okay, so the Wolverines have come and they've been trapping this pick and roll, and the Wolves are doing a good job of getting it there. The help side defender's got to be over there just a little quicker to kind of anticipate that.
Jake's first, too strong, no good.
Returning for the Wolverines, 5.
Trenton Weber back on for Riverton. Gage Strieber checks out now with 4 fouls. He and Garrett Jackson both on the bench with 4 fouls. Second one from Demaray is good. Sheets go to the high post to Gattenbein. Now low post to Weber. Trenton Weber makes another play down low. He's hammered to the floor, and he'll get 2 free throws. Trenton Weber playing tough.
First team foul. The line for Riverton 5, Weber shooting 2.
First for Trenton is good.
Notice the foul count's 4-1. You can expect that the Wolverines should probably get some of the close calls here until that evens up just a little bit.
Second one too strong. Taylor hauls in the rebound. Wolves by 13, 5.5 remaining. Archibald with Weber on him defensively. Taylor. Stanton lose the handle, taken away by the Wolverines. Good defensive pressure. Eric Smith to Clay Sheets, and Sheets is fouled. That is foul number 4 on Jake Stanton. Green River's first player with 4 fouls. Clay's first one too strong, no good. Clay, a 44% free thrower on the season. Wolverines just 56% as a team. Second one also too strong, no good. A rebound gathered in by Gattenbein. Gattenbein tried to put it up in the paint, well too strong off the backboard, no good. And Archibald hauls it away. Dillon to the free throw line. Now to Taylor, back to Archibald. That's a 3, go, it's good. Everybody jumping up and down on the Green River sideline.
Great ball movement by the Wolves. They're playing inside out, kicking for a wide open 3.
6th three-pointer of the second half for Green River. They had just 1 3 in the first half. Smith, right side 3, no good. Anderson, the offensive rebound, his follow, no good. Eric Smith does a full-on somersault, and retreating in backcourt to get it is Clay Sheets. Anderson, spot up for 3, that's no good. Man, Riverton needed that. 4:13 to go, fourth quarter. 55-39. As Green River slowly but steadily adds to their lead. Cutting Zane Dodson is fouled down low, and Zane will go to the line for the first time tonight.
Green River does a really good job with the ball screens, the pick and roll action, and then the dribble handoffs. It creates little natural rubs and picks that are very difficult to stay with your guys.
First one for Dodson, bounces around and falls off. Trieber and Jackson both on the floor with 4 fouls, and Peyton Larson will come back out too. Dodson's second attempt, no good. Gage Trieber soars for the rebound. Knocked away in backcourt by Zane Dodson. Dodson claps his hands together as he runs out of the ball game, and Gavin Jones will come in. Zane gets a lot of praise over on the Green River sideline for some quality minutes. Larson goes left side to Smith. Eric tries a three and drains it. Eric Smith with a much-needed Riverton three-pointer. He's hit 2 3-pointers for his 6 points tonight.
Yeah, we'll see Coach Sheets here. I would anticipate they're going to come out in some sort of full-court pressure here. Try and do everything they can to fluster Green River and see what they can do. If they can get a couple steals of buckets, get themselves back in this game. You just got to kind of chip away one bucket at a time, one possession at a time, and you got to make the most of every shot you shoot now with this little time left in the ball game.
Green River will host both of the Casper schools next week. They've got K-Dub first and then NC. Riverton is hosting Jackson next Thursday before they make the trip to Star Valley on Saturday.
Interesting to see how Green River matches up with those guys. I'm telling you, K-Dub, team to watch right now. They're scary.
In backcourt, almost stolen by Treber, but ripped right back by Robertson. Robertson pass now is taken away by Treber, but an offensive foul on Gage, and Gage is just fouled out of the game. Man, that kid has so much effort. An offensive foul on Gage will be number 5. Sheets back on. Treber comes off. Green River struggling a bit in backcourt with 3.5 to go. Clay Sheets ease up Gavin Jones as he rushes it into the Green River front court. Hand off to Robertson. Robertson leaves it for Archibald. Dillon tries a three. It's good. Another three-pointer for Green River. Dylan Archibald's got the last 2 for the Wolves. Jackson, turnaround 2, left that shot short. The Wolves pull it out. Jones finds Dax Taylor on the left side. Right back to Gavin, worked on by Larson, shoots a high arcing shot that drops.
Yeah, you can see the Wolverines kind of lost a little bit of their will here. Green River's doing a nice job of moving the ball around and getting wide open looks after 1 to 2 passes.
Smith 3 was no good. Green River clears it away on the rebound, right to the rim. Dax Taylor's got 2 more. It is a 20-point game all of a sudden, 62-42. Clay Sheets, left side corner 3, that's no good. Dylan Archibald's got the Green River rebound, and man, things just unfortunately unraveling here in the second half for the Wolverines. 20-point game, and Green River, kudos to them. They have shot the lights out here.
Yeah, they played very well, no doubt.
Jones right down Broadway, 2 more. Gavin Jones. He's got 7, and 5 new Wolverines will come in. Coach Sheets wants to burn a timeout with 1:52 to go, and they'll empty the bench.
Yeah, you feel for Riverton. You know, I think they've, you know, you can see the frustration setting in, and you know, it's been a tough week. You know, you played well the other night, gave yourself every opportunity. Expected to come out here and win this ball game, and just, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to Green River. It really started, I think, in the first half with Jake Stanton playing really well, kind of being that glue guy, and then Robertson got it going in the second half, and now they're kind of all just eating, and it's frustrating for the Wolverines. But haven't talked a lot about Dax Taylor tonight. He's just sneaky, has a bunch of points. I know what kind of athlete he is. We played him twice this year in football, and I think he cost me probably 48 hours of sleep each week on how to try and play him and defend him. And so, you know, it's now I got to deal with him in the Shrine Bowl.
Exactly. Dax with 12 points, a little below his average, but man, he has he comes up big when you need him, and he's just the floor general out there controlling the basketball. Seems like he's got a lot of rebounds as well. 1:50 remaining, and you got 5 new Wolverines on the floor. Coy Bradley, Dane Cox, Collian Gould, Paxton Stevens, and Braden Martin. Dane can't get it to go. Rejected by Archibald, out of bounds. Green River is going to sub down a little bit here, too. They'll send 2 new players in at least. Reese Wild and Zane Dodson returns.
Yeah, Coach Ivy obviously very excited. They've had a tough week. They've been on the road for 2 games, long trips, and come out with 2 wins. So give her a lot of credit, and they're setting themselves up for an exciting showdown next week against the Casper schools.
The Northwest quad should be really interesting. Casper schools, Rock Springs into the mix, Green River.
Yeah, there's not a bad team on that side. They're all good and very capable. So it'd be interesting to see what regionals holds.
Closing in on 1 minute, time remaining at 64-42. Wolverines win total unfortunately going to stay at 7 here after this one, and they will drop their 6th game in a row. Green River, meanwhile, will improve to 14-4 as Green River just trying to take as much time off the clock as possible. Taylor lead up by Collian Gould. Riverton playing defense all over the floor, not looking to foul, not looking to prolong this game. 25 seconds remaining. Well, a doubleheader at home next Thursday. The Jackson Bronx are in town. And we invite you back to Wolverine Gym. You've only got 2 more home doubleheaders to come cheer on your Wolverines. Green River fans are on their feet. They've traveled pretty well for this one. Their bench making a whole lot of noise. The final buzzer will sound. And it's a Green River winner, 64-42. Get into the Bailey Tire Pros postgame show in a minute on County 10.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
To recap today's game, this is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jerrad Anderson.
Well, a tough second half for Riverton. Hard to sum it up any other way, quite frankly. They fall to Green River 64-42. This is the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. Thanks to our friends at Bailey's making our post-game coverage of Wolverine basketball possible. We're going to chat with one of our players of the game here. Blake Gattenbein is going to put the headset on. I thought Blake provided a spark plug for the Wolverines. Unfortunately, Riverton coming up short in this one after a decisive Green River second half. Blake, appreciate you coming up here after a tough loss. I know a difficult second half there. Thought you were feeling it early on. You looked really good with those 5 points right off the bat. Overall, right now, how you feeling?
Just not good. I mean, how good can you feel after a win or a loss like that? We just got to get back to work and come back harder.
Is there anything specifically that you noticed in the second half? How did I know Green River basically just couldn't miss. There was one of the things, but was there anything more specific that you saw in the second half where it just kind of unraveled?
I mean, they hit everything. We couldn't make a shot, and then I think our defense just kind of fell apart.
I was going to ask you this, Blake. Like, a lot of times in sports, when you win games, it's easy to, I talk to you guys all the time, like, block out the noise. When things are going well, don't listen. When things aren't going well, don't listen. Kind of tell me about you and some of the other seniors' approach to this. You've been on a little bit of a losing streak, but basketball is a tournament into the year culminating sport. What are you guys going to do from a leadership standpoint to try and get this turned around here the next couple weeks going into regionals?
I 100% agree with everything that you've said, but I think that we all know what we're capable of. We've been playing with this sport with each other all of our lives, and I think we just need to work harder. We just need to trust each other a little bit more and then get after it.
The good news is you got quad games still to go. It's a non-quad game, so these next 3 are when it really counts for regional seeding. How you feeling going into that? I know you had a tough trip to Jackson, but a beatable team for sure that comes back to Riverton on Thursday. How you feeling going into those last 3 quad games?
We're feeling very good. I know I'm not feeling 100% because I think we got to get back in the lab and start working again, but I'm feeling pretty confident going into them.
All right, Blake, appreciate you coming up here, and really, really appreciate you taking a couple of minutes after a tough loss. But we're back Thursday, home atmosphere, hopefully a big turnout for you, and we'll go get them here in quad play.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Blake Gattenbein joining us here on the Bailey Tire Pros postgame show. Riverton falling in this one 64-42, and you just kind of feel for the kids and you feel for Coach Sheets. It's not a fun side of sports to be on right now, but that is sports sometimes, and you still have opportunities in front of you to battle back and come back and win next week.
Yeah, you feel for everybody involved. You feel for the coaches, you feel for the players, you feel for the parents, the fans. Losing's not fun, but sometimes you're never as far away as you think you may be, you know what I mean? And I think that a few more shots go in, get a few more stops defensively. Momentum is a funny thing, especially with high school age kids. Things can change in a hurry, and so hopefully the Wolverines can get things turned around, and I have full faith in this coaching staff and that these players that they will.
We'll put the headsets on. Coach Sheets, Coach, always appreciate you taking a few moments to join us. I know a disappointing second half there. I thought your team looked really fiery, ready to go in the first half. What sort of turned the tide there into the second half? Did you notice anything specific? I know Green River shot the lights out again. We've had a habit of your opponents, unfortunately, doing that a little bit, but anything specific you saw there at halftime?
No, I mean, they shot really well, and, you know, good defenses take away teams from shooting really well. So that's kind of the point we're at right now. You know, we struggle to stay in front of people. We struggle to take away shots. So defensively, we're that team that everybody likes to schedule right now to get them on fire. So until we can start fixing that part of it, it's going to be a struggle, honestly. You know, when we have a scouting report, we talk about certain guys doing certain things, and when we allow them to just do whatever they want, from kind of their strengths, it just makes it hard when you let teams have their strengths offensively. It's going to be a long night most nights.
Coach Sheets, I've been in your shoes. I feel where you're at. I know frustration is very high. Maybe let the listeners or the viewers in a little bit on, where do you go? Everybody, when you're on a winning streak, everyone's riding high. Kind of tell us a little bit about maybe some of the message, when people's confidence aren't where it needs to be, and some of the things that you and Coach Quayle and the rest of your staff talk about.
Yeah, we watch film, and it's never, like we say, it's never as bad as it feels. It's never as good as you think it was. So watching film, we're really close on a lot of things. We kind of simplified defensively our concepts to make it, a little bit easier. The bad part is when you get down and they start hitting shots, then they're at the advantage. You're scrambling, you're not able to stay. You got to start pressing the issue a little bit, especially with no shot clock. And that's not our team. We don't have a Sheridan type team that's going to get out and pressure you. We've got to stay in front. We've got to depend on guys to help. We don't have a big shot blocker in the middle that's going to just deter a lot. So we've got to do it with 5 guys on the court. And, when we've watched quite a bit of film lately on how that needs to happen, what we got to do. And so we are close, and we've shown some good signs. It's just we got to put it together for 32 minutes, and that's our struggle right now. We put together about 2 good quarters, and then, we struggle for a couple quarters. We got to find some guys to get shots up that'll get them some points. We, as coaches, we got to do a better job of getting them in positions for that. You kind of like that teams are having to go to a zone against us. That's one thing that shows that at least they don't feel as confident in their man. And then when you get in that zone, you're going to get shots, you're going to get looks, but you've got to be able to knock them down when you do get them. But defensively, I didn't feel like we did a good job of taking away their strengths. I felt like we kind of let them do what they wanted to do, especially second half, and then when they got hot. They're a good shooting team. You look at them and, and Kelly Walsh and Star Valley, when they get on fire, they got multiple kids that can hit tons of threes. And unfortunately, we've been the team on the opposite side of that lately. You watch them play other teams, and they don't make it. Like number 5 is 0% for the year. And, of course, he comes in and drains at least 1 3 in our eye, and he had hit 0 threes. So that's just kind of where we're at coming into the game. And, scouting reports, like you can help off of him a little bit, and credit to him because he knocked it down. But I think for our guys, it's just knowing that we are close. We've got enough guys that can play. We're take care of a couple of the little things, get good looks to when the guys are hot, feed the hand that has the heat a little bit. But obviously it is frustrating. So until we watch the film, it's kind of hard to know exactly, tonight, other than them giving up some shots late. We knew that when we had to pressure a little bit, they're pretty good at ball handlers. They're pretty good about getting back doors and finishing. And so it was kind of once you get down late without a shot clock, it's going to be tough. So
Quad play.
Yep.
Got 3 very important games to go.
Yep.
And honestly, standings-wise, things kind of start over again here as you go back to the quad play. Jackson next Thursday, hoping for a big ruckus crowd for you there, but an opportunity, I think, against the Bronx. You had some success after a tough game there. What do we look for next week here, and what are you on to in practice next week?
Yeah, prepping for Jackson. Jackson does some good things. They play kind of a sagging zone that they're going to let you have some threes. They're going to let you pass it around. You have to be able to work it, get it inside out, because we're not the top 3-point shooting team in the state. And so when you do play those teams and you're not making it, we've got to kind of get some movement in there, kind of our traditional zone offense, but then have some different wrinkles to it. And then we've got to play better defensively. If we don't play better than we played the last couple nights, it's just going to be a long quad, 3 games too leading into it. So we're excited to get back to work. Definitely very, very kind of frustrated about the outcome tonight, but we get more games next week.
Definitely. All right. Coach, appreciate you as always.
Thanks,
coming
guys.
up. Yep, absolutely. Coach Bo Sheets joining us here on the Bailey Tire Pros Post Game Show. And again, Green River knocking off Riverton 64-42. Coach Lenhart's a tough one, and you feel for this Riverton team. They desperately want a win. They started well, but team's just shooting the lights out against them, and still some things to work out and figure out. And I think they do have opportunities still ahead of them. You look at Jackson, you look at Evanston. Those are winnable games. Going to Star Valley is going to be a little bit tougher than that, but you never know what happens there. And on to quad play. Hopefully they can have a quick memory of this one.
Yeah, I think right now, if I'm Riverton's coaching staff, I'm probably focusing less on our opponents and more on what we can do to improve, right? And like Coach Sheets said, and I had mentioned before, they're not that far away. They're really close, and I think that the score isn't really indicative of how close this game was, and we can kind of say that about these last few losses, that it's actually been much closer than maybe the scoreboard looks at the end. So it's not that far away, and they just got to keep plugging away and, dig into the details. Dig into the details and know what you do well, what you don't do well, and try and find a way to play to your strengths and mitigate your weaknesses to the best of your ability the rest of the way.
Before we sign off, want to bring our great camera guy, Jason Peterson, back on. Jason, we saw 2 very tough losses for the Wolverines tonight. How are you feeling?
I mean, yeah, they were a couple really tough games tonight. I mean, girls had a tough game. I mean, hearts and prayers go out to, Tatum.
Yep.
But, so Tatum, Tyra. But, yeah, I mean, boys and girls had 2 tough games tonight and just kind of come short on the winning side. But, I mean, yeah, give kudos to Green River. I mean, they come out, played really well, played good ball, and but.
Yep, they definitely did, and like we said, we're on to Jackson next Thursday. We'll Bill Belichick it. We're on to Jackson.
That's why you got to take it, man. One at a time.
All right, thanks you guys for joining me again. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you spending your Valentine's Day. Nothing more romantic than spending it with me, right?
Oh, no doubt, man. I mean, I'm sure both our wives don't really care that we're here.
You're absolutely right about that on my account, at least. All right, Riverton boys fall to Green River 64-42. Riverton girls fall to Green River 58-32. For Jason Peterson, for Mark Lenhart, I'm Jerrad Anderson. Do have a happy what's left of your Valentine's Day Saturday. Have a great weekend. We'll chat with you next Thursday, and we say farewell from Wolverine Gym.